Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry for that. But we about to get into part 2 of this video. Okay, I was gonna do the review of the audios, the leaked audios as well. But where we thought they was gonna be put on YouTube, they ended up being put on Patreon. And I'm not going over there to pay for that shit. Okay, I'm not doing that. So we just gonna continue to review this second part of this video and get it over with. And then we're gonna move on to something else. So just give me a second to pull it up. Okay, so it's gonna pick back up where him and Tasha left off.
Point is that like he made mistakes and you made mistakes, and that's why it's okay for y'all to have a conversation. Neither one of y'all were necessarily flawless in execution of this, y'all, and that's okay. Y'all are human. It's okay.
Hey,
y'all fucked up in some ways. It's okay. Y'all gotta make it okay. Like y'all just gotta be like, it's okay, and we can clean this up, and that's okay too. It's okay to do that.
Yeah,
it don't have to be all this like judgmentalness and crucifying.
I felt like after the video was made, he, because he knew I was going to make the video, like, why didn't he just talk to me then instead of, coming to the internet and just like, oh, I'm taking a 6-month break. He didn't tell me he was just like, I'm just taking a 6-month break to clean my energy, to refocus. The content was a little offensive. That's what he said. And so I'm just going to regroup my mind. So that's what he told me. But when I hear on the internet that he's taking a 6-month break from me, I was like, well, goddamn, when was I gonna find out? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I understand, like, where he's coming from with that. And I probably should have said something sooner, but I literally, when I tell you, I did not even bat a fucking eye at it. I didn't. But when I saw the context of the content, I'm just like, I gotta really assess this. And then, the shit.
But it wasn't about you though, Tasha. It was about, because if I was in your position, it's not about whether I believe it. Somebody just came into this equation and said something to me inappropriate about Storm. I'm going to let Storm know that, because he got this motherfucker in his presence saying this. It wasn't about whether you believed it. It was about Von allegedly spreading this and putting Storm in a position to address Von the way he needed to, as a friend, as a man, etc.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about it like that.
I know, and that's why you need people like me in your life, okay? So you can think about shit.
But listen, I'm just so like,
and it's okay that it's flawed. And it's okay that it's flawed.
Tasha, she knew what she was doing, and I'm mad that she's still trying to run with this narrative of Storm may be using coke. Storm is not on no damn coke. Okay, that's something he's not doing.
Right, like I just don't understand why we make so much out of human fuckery. Like me and Wally just went through a situation a few weeks ago with all the cold Christmas shit. Like, and it's like I make a place for the human shit. Like I feel like we don't make enough space for us to be human. We're not perfect. It's going to get fucked up at times. It's inevitable. But it don't have to be so bad just because we dawn upon the fuckery. The fuckery is bound. Marriage is hard. Friendships are hard. Business is hard. Anywhere humans are in relationship to each other, it can't be perfect. It can't be all good. Mistakes and all type of fuckery happens. Do we love each other?
Now, the statement he just made about business being hard is true. So why would you mix personal with business? Why are you allowing your employees to bring you their personal problems? That's not your problem. Outside of the workplace, what going on in Chelsea's personal life was never your problem or your business. So y'all should not have ever cross the employee boss lines with, oh, I'm gonna be your friend outside of here, and we gonna create this whole messy ass situation, because that's exactly what happened. And then we gonna allow you to play victim in it, because that's exactly what happened. Chelsea playing victim, and she ain't no damn victim.
Enough to just make a space for the humanity and work through the bullshit. That's the testament of a real friendship. It ain't flawless execution. It's, bitch, when we go through it, can we come out of it? Just like your marriage is built upon substance because of what you and your husband survived. Not because he's a perfect man and you a perfect woman, but because y'all make a space for each other's humanity. He makes a space for your flaws. You make a space for his flaws. Yeah. The love pushes y'all forward together.
My husband is extremely masculine. You understand? He doesn't need a lot of shit that, and I guess too, that's the way that I deal with men. Like, because my husband don't need a lot of, like, if somebody said that about him, he wouldn't give a fuck. Like, because he don't do it. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if it could be his own cousin or his brother, he's just like, oh, whatever. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess the way me being,
but it was about what Storm expected from you, Tasha. This man that I don't know, that I took in on behalf of you, is making some very strong allegations. And while you know Storm enough to have bat your eye, if Vaughn had went around and told that shit to 50 million, 11 people, like, yeah, we don't know how that would have impacted him. And you are concerned about his brand. And Storm does not give us cocaine content. That is not a good look on his name. So it was just about his expectation out of you. I expect the motherfucker in my life. You better tell me that a motherfucker is saying sideways shit about you. You best to tell me as my fucking.
You're right. No, you're right. So, I mean, and you know, maybe when the time comes, him and I will address that. But I just feel as far as like, you know, everything that and how it transpired, because I did talk to him personally, and for him to, he did know that I was making the video. And so he should have came to me about that, but he didn't. Instead, he wanted to come to the internet. So,
ma'am, you keep on saying he knew that you was making a video. Yes, he may have knew that you was making a video, lady, but he didn't know that you was gonna throw him under the bus in that video. He did not know that you were gonna make it seem like shit was his fault along with Von's fault, and Chelsea played no part. She just got caught up in the middle and she was a victim of it all. No. You knew exactly what you was doing, and you knew that you should have let that man know what was going on.
So, and capitalize off of you.
Hey, Medicine Vibes.
You know, Big Red Reacts, Trans-Rena is just, you know, I'm okay with removing myself. I've been doing this since the beginning. Okay, I have no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, separating myself from bullshit, because like, if you show me who you are, I'm gonna believe you. You know, and he's talking about he didn't want to come to Atlanta. Like, I didn't.
No, it's.
I didn't beg him to come to Atlanta.
That's why y'all need people.
And if he did decide to sue her over that, I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him at all. Because for you to be sitting up here mentoring me, which means you're supposed to be close to me, and you're going to allow this narrative to be put out there and you're going to run with it, that's a problem. So I wouldn't blame him if he did sue her.
People like me. That's not what happens, Tasha.
He said,
I know that's what
video, I didn't even want to come to Atlanta. Dude, I reached out to you. First of all, we already had a rapport because he was participating in some contests and stuff like that, and DMing me and everything.
Hey, Loretta.
So we was talking. I was watching his content and so I was like, just do this funny.
She got him
Storm
on.
was supposed to host my show while I was pregnant. But once he got on and the wino started dragging him, I was like, okay, let me train him a little bit before he get it, because Storm knows celebrity gossip. Like, he really know that shit. He can outdo most of these content creators out here, including me, when it comes to like the background and just
I can outdo the both of y'all. Yeah. Storm knows his shit, okay, when it comes to that, okay? And I saw that. I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? He
you can tell people who really know their genre. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, he would be perfect to host my show because he's funny. He doesn't mind going there. You know what I'm saying? He's witty. Everybody has guest hosts. You know what I'm saying? But with YouTube, people have really never done it. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? But
hey, Glow.
Dragged him, I felt like I kind of threw him into the lion's den. And then there were people online to my, I brought Storm on to fucking spike them. And I'm like, first of all, I had carpal tunnel really bad when I was pregnant. I couldn't type. I couldn't hold. I couldn't walk because the baby was sitting on my fucking nerve. So I had to use a fucking cane. There was so much shit going on while I was pregnant. And the narrative was I connected with Storm just to get somebody jealous. And I just wanted to keep my show going. And so
child, that's what we gonna do. That's where you gonna go with it. You was having pregnancy issues. I remember seeing you doing videos while you was pregnant, lady. Don't look like you was having no issues to me at all. Don't look like the baby was resting on no nerves or anything. You was up there doing your normal Tasha K behavior, ma'am. And you were doing plenty videos while you was pregnant. So I'm not going to sit up here and go with the pregnancy excuse. I was having problems. I was pregnant. My baby was sitting on my nerves. It sounded like your baby was sitting on your brain a little bit.
When I saw that it like the winos weren't ready, I was like, okay, I'll just give them a video once or 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks. But in exchange, I said, Storm, listen, once I get better, but I had some thyroid problems, I said, we will do stuff together. Okay. And so, but I continue to help him to build his channel. And so that's why rent was compensated. All that stuff was done. Like, I didn't beg him. He had, when I called him, Storm had said his lease was up. It was like the perfect, like, I don't know. It was like serendipity. Like, he said his lease was coming up in a couple of weeks. He was about to move. He hadn't found another apartment yet. And he had been offered a job to use his MB, I think it's like his master's degree. And so I was like, well, hey, if you want to come here, it's not paid, but I can't guarantee you'll be making this amount of money in like 6 months. And so he talked to his mother. He was living with a whole grown woman, and they both agreed and said they would come. And they did.
Yeah.
So, like,
but this is the thing, Tosh.
The only contract that was money for Storm.
Storm never
have to pay us a goddamn.
But Storm didn't feel. But Storm never felt a way about things not working. Now he publicly said that even in me and your and Wiley's situation, like over Christmas weekend, he was like, "Look, the shit didn't work. I never had no feelings," and he didn't. Storm just rolled with the punches. And even with him saying, "I didn't want to move to Atlanta," that was in the context of really attesting to how much he was Team Tasha. That I didn't even want to do this, but on the strength of my relationship to Tasha and what we were going to do, I did it because that's how much I believe in what the fuck we do. That's how much I respect Tasha. So yes, I uprooted myself.
First of all,
that wasn't a dig to you.
First of all, Storm has talked about living with his mom. He's already told the story. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Okay, stop.
Are you talking in the chat? Like, what are you responding to?
Oh, no. Somebody said why I'm telling his business. So I'm done talked about this damn story so many times. He got a whole fucking interview on my app about
attention to the chat.
Are you serious? Y'all stop. Anyway. But,
But he said in the context of his love for you, like, he was just Team Tasha.
Listen, I love Storm. They ain't nothing gonna change, but, for the views, really, Storm, like, no. So, we'll talk, but as far as, us, I'm just, no. I can't. Right now,
what she mean for the views? Again, she made her video first. Then Storm made a video. You put this out first. Because again, you claim you heard what was going around in the YouTube streets. You've been hearing the whispers, so you wanted to respond. And then Storm put his story out. After he said it was 3 sides to every story. So how is he using this for clicks and views? Why is it so hard for Tasha to ever take ownership for her part of how things fell apart? In any relationship, again, like this is not the first time that she done fell out with a YouTuber. I'm itching to put goddamn Nick video as a part of here so she could tell her half of what happened when her and Tasha got into it. Like, this is a mess. Tasha a whole mess.
I'm at a no.
Right. A no on what exactly? Like, be clear. A no on talking to him, having a conversation with him. You a no on?
What'd you say?
I said, is it a no on having a conversation with him? Is it a no? Like what you mean no? It's a no for you.
No, because he threw me under the bus for views.
So that's not, Tasha. I just explained to you that that's not what he. Tasha, for somebody who claims to know Storm better than anybody else, you're not sounding like a woman who knows Storm better than anybody else. You know that damn man didn't do this for clicks and views.
This is not the first time this has happened. So this behavior is reminding me of someone who still displays this behavior. And so I just cut my losses when I cut my losses. Like, you win some, you lose some. Not everything is meant to last, okay? And so it just happened. So this situation, like, I wish him the best, like, you know, and, you know, that's just going to be it, you know? I already told you this from the beginning.
I hope she not talking about the first time her and Storm had a small falling out. Really, it wasn't a small falling out because she came to the internet and drug him and talking about some as a grown man. She had to take him off her titty. Bitch, I didn't know he was breastfeeding from you. I didn't know that he was the infant you gave birth to. Like, I didn't know that, like, mentoring was you popping your titty in this mouth. I hope that's not what she referring to.
Beginning, like, I'm telling you, the only person I'm thinking about is Tasha and her kids. I have 2 children. These are grown men out here in these streets. They have mothers, they have fathers. I am neither. Okay, I wish him the best. I've never done anything to hold him down. Never used him, never asked him for anything. Literally, he didn't even have to do nothing when he came out here. He just built his channel. The original agreement,
y'all both had a chance
to work together.
He never said he was a horrible mentor. He ain't never said nothing like that. This situation just brought out a bunch of human shit, and that's just what happened. Y'all,
you call it human, but then you had a conversation about this. Listen, about the loyalty. You will never hear me getting up on here to drag. I wouldn't give a fuck. The motherfucker that gave me like a start, I would never. That's like, you know how people first fruit you something? You know how people get their first dollar when they beauticians and stuff? That's what he just did. He just tore up the dollar. Like,
he did.
Really? Loyalty? Tasha? Where's your loyalty to him? You threw him under the bus and you took Chelsea's side completely. So where's your loyalty to him? You've never actually really shown any loyalty to Storm. But okay, Miss Loyalty.
And drag you. If he dragged anybody, it was Chelsea this whole time. He never dragged you.
And see, that's another thing. She a part of my company.
Yeah, but she brought her. But she became personal when she moved into his house.
I understand that, but Chelsea never took to the internet to drag Storm.
And Chelsea became a part of your company after Storm. He was your first employee, ma'am. He got your company started, ma'am.
Okay, well, that's another thing because Chelsea called into the Wiley show and also went public.
After Storm made a video dragging her.
He dragged her and Vaughn, to be exact.
Exactly. So now you fucking.
And it wasn't drag. It wasn't. Tasha,
no,
it was a catalyst off of your video, though.
Like,
you said the domino.
Like, in so many words, like, you see what I'm saying? How women are just like, this was like a potential, like, this, you know, you're mentioning Vaughn, like, forcing himself on top of each other. Like, why would you fucking say that? Like, you see what I'm saying? Well, that girl ain't here to speak for her. So why the fuck would you say some shit like that? Like, it's just too much. It's too much for me. You know, it's too much. And like, he just, you know, he needs that 6-month break. He said he was going to take it, but he's been on the internet all week. And so, I get home.
Well, he didn't say from the internet. He just said he will take a 6 month break from the players involved.
Obviously he didn't, because he told me he was taking a 6-month break from the internet to purpose himself and correct the content and get back on top with the motherfucking views. What he told me. So it was 2 different stories, but you know what I'm saying? I wish him the best. And like, this is no hard feelings or nothing like that, I promise you. But I'm telling you, like, when I tell you I'm immune to this shit, I'm so cool. And when I tell you nothing, no creator, nothing will, and if I feel like something has the potential of stopping the train, I throw them off the train. So that's just what happened. Like, you got to get off the train now. So anybody that's trying to get in the way of us building a family legacy, my daughter is fucking getting in production. Are you serious? Like, I'm not having that. I'm sorry. I got more people to consider than just you. You're a grown man.
All right. Tasha, you do know you're the only person ruining your legacy right now. Ma'am, you in a whole lawsuit with a superstar that's about to leave you in bankruptcy. You ruined your shit. I can't take her serious.
And I don't care who like it. I don't care who scream. No mentor. I don't give a fuck. But the numbers don't lie.
Baby, I have a mentor. I have a motherfucking mentor. And,
I have 2 of them.
And I would never not have one, because baby,
I have 2 of them. You know what? I'm used to it though.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have a mentor.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, that's a whole nother thing. I ain't trying to get into that, you know, the background of like why we do what we do as far as, you know, African Americans. But like, I would never, ever, you would never, ever see me up here. I wouldn't give a fuck if my mentor cussed me the fuck out, said what he had to say. I don't lie. I wouldn't give a shit. I wouldn't say a goddamn thing. Because you know why? Like, that's like...
She might as well.
No, I ain't going to use that example, but I'm good. I'm going to get some rest, Conscious.
Get some rest. I know you had a big day.
She tried.
We had a good day today. We had a good day, so...
I'm glad. Yeah. I will... I'll send you a message. Thanks for coming up and everything. I appreciate it.
Well, if they anything like her lawyer, she better get some new ones.
All right. Sorry I couldn't be more. I'm exhausted.
No
we had
problem.
A successful day, but thank you, Conscious. Okay. I'll talk to you later.
All right, boo. Okay, y'all. That was Tosh. We're going to bring up Rhonda. Hi, Ron.
How you doing, Conscious? This is my first time on.
Okay, so that's him about to talk to a few viewers. Yeah, he's talking to a few viewers now. So I'm not really in the mood to hear him sit up and talk to his subbies right now. We gonna add a little bit of Nika at Night in here. This is one of her other YouTube beefs that had occurred that Storm was a part of. Tasha it was some fuckery going on. But I'm going to let Neek tell her story a little bit. You know, Lovely T and them, they never leave their shit up. So ain't no point in going to look for theirs.
Here over. Squarespace lets you run your brand like a business with e-commerce and more. Over here, we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now and turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I post another video. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? So
how is another ad about to pop up again already?
Squarespace lets you run your brand like a business with e-commerce and more.
Ciao.
Gonna do this whole breakdown, and I told y'all that I will be back.
Okay, so this is Nika Knight, and this is a piece of her story.
Child. They done got me riled up. Okay, over on the Wiley show. So Wiley was covering this story about the fallout between Tasha K and Storm Monroe, and while he was talking to Storm, so I guess, you know, Storm had called into the Wiley show to basically explain his falling out with Tasha K. And while he was there, you know, I had typed in the chat and I told Storm, I was like, you know, the things that y'all did to me.
Yeah, they did. They tried to embarrass her and make her seem like she wanted to sleep with Storm and all types of shit.
He didn't want to talk on the phone. He hurried up and ran off the phone telling me that he wanted to DM me and he had talked to me in a DM. And it's like, no, I'm not.
And then they drag her because they said she cried into a sock. I missed the whole sock crying moment. I'm not going to lie. I didn't see that part, and I didn't go look for her either. It was enough people making fun of her over it, so I ain't want no parts of that. But they had went pretty far with the whole Nika Knight situation.
I'm not talking to you in a DM. Last time I talked to you in a DM, y'all made up a whole lie and a whole narrative and spent this whole story about a few little exchanges.
Oh, so, thank you for telling me that, K-Mac.
So I was over there and I wanted to like chime in or whatever. And it was so many people in the chat that had so much to say. So I said, you know what? After I, you know, had words for some bird that was over there, I was like, you know what? Let me come on my channel and let me talk about this over here. Now, I don't need.
Yeah, she did take the video down, and then she came back.
You know what I'm saying? For views,
and custom out some more.
However, I'm entitled to talk about anything that I feel like I want to talk about, especially if I feel like, you know, I see the same thing somebody did to me is being done to them. Period. That's that on that. But like when I was talking over there, like, you know, it was just a lot that was being said. So I just wanted to come talk to y'all. Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about over here. Somebody said Wiley gave you the googly eyes. Y'all are funny. Y'all funny. So, anyways, so as you guys know, Tasha K started to mentor Storm Monroe. Okay. After she had basically some type of exchange with Armand Wiggins. They were talking, and he was potentially looking for somebody to mentor him. They had a few conversations on the phone. He was looking to, you know, get mentored by her, and then they ended up having a falling out. Now, after Armand and Tasha K fell out, Armand basically went on his platform, called her out. Tasha K called him out. And then after that, she suddenly had a new mentee, which was Storm. Now, Storm was basically brought up to spite Armand Wiggins. Okay. That was basically her, you know, if Armand want to say whatever, then I'm going to get this guy to kind of like outshine him and upstage him, and I'm going to share my platform and build him up as an aha to Armand. That's pretty much what it was period. I see a lot of people talking about this situation as if like, oh my God, you know, this is such a good-hearted person. This person has such a good heart. She helps so many people. And I mean, I feel like that, I don't know if people have their blinders on or they just want to see good and they're just ignoring the obvious, or I don't know what the case is, but I see things for what it is. And that's pretty much how that situation played out. So she goes and she helps him build up his platform. And, you know, he gets a good run. He's getting views. She's sharing her fan base with him. She's, you know, helping him level up to try to outstage, you know, Armand. It was at one point, it was a who could get to 100K competition or whatever. When they both were close to their 100K mark, it was her sharing how much money he make. And, you know, all this stuff was done to pretty much spite Armand. So that happens. So then fast forward. So she had started telling her subscribers that I was trying to date Storm. I was trying to get a babysitter for my daughter. And I was trying to get him to take care of my child. Storm
I forgot she said that part. She did.
Co-signed that BS, knowing that it was a flat out lie, knowing that we only had maybe.
She did. They did. I forgot that part was in there. They really tried it. That's when Storm called herself trying to show the inbox messages with him and Neek. But it only clowned him because Neek shows her comment, like her replies to him was so short and dry. I don't get how they thought she was trying to get with him. Child, when I say this was a mess, it was a mess.
Maybe 3 text exchanges through DM, and we never had a phone call on thing, never gave him my phone number, and he co-signed that lie. They then tried to ruin my business and tried to do that whole thing. And then luckily there was enough people with common sense who know how wholesale goes. Number one, the wholesale vendor that she showed was not my vendor. That was a cheap, low quality vendor. And anybody who does wholesaling knows that there's cheap, low quality materials. And then there's materials that cost a little bit more, but they still have stuff that the picture will look the same, but it won't be the same quality, period. And so there was enough people with common sense to know, like, number one, shipping is the biggest expense. Like, you could pay $100 for something, technically, for the product. The product could cost you $100 to get 20 of something, but then the shipping will cost you $300 or whatever. So it's like, girl, anyways.
She's not lying about the whole wholesale and paying for the wholesalers and shit like that. She not lying about that, because I use wholesalers for my jeans that I got on my website. I'm redoing my website too. I'm removing some stuff, and then I'm just going to leave some stuff. So it's going to be different. And then I'm going to make another video aside from this for that. But yeah, she's not lying about the whole wholesaling thing. That's how that works.
But yeah, so they went on a full-on smear campaign, okay? Made up lies, trying to dig up information about my daughter's dad, trying to find out people that I know, trying to so-called expose me, all because we had a disagreement on how I felt it was fishy, how they were trying to bait T.S. Madison into...
She sure did tell them that, K-Mac.
So the people who vibrate on that frequency, who, you know, make up stuff about people
and told them to go over if they just wanted the pajamas to go buy them off of Alibaba.
They okay with just
instead of getting them from
out of thin air about people. They're okay with that. I'm not. If we gonna go toe to toe, if we gonna fall out, let's drag each other with truth. Clown me with truth. Clown me with the truth that you know.
But I will say this about Neek's pajamas. because I did buy like a few. I think I bought like maybe 5 of her pajamas. And they are good quality pajamas. They stretchy, they fit you good, they not itchy or whatever. It's only had a problem with 2 items, like the nightgown where one of the straps snapped on it, but it could be because my boobs. It's like, but yeah, that's the only problem I ever had from her pajamas. Other than that, she got good pajamas.
But going to the lengths of doxing people, that shit has never been cool. And I always thought that it was jacked up, and I've always spoke about it, period. Even when I was cordial with her, I told her that stuff was crossing the line and that it wasn't cool how she be trying to shit on people. But I'm going to give you guys a flashback of when I talked about this situation on my channel. This was April of 2020. Wow, I felt like this was longer than that. This was just April of 2020. Wow. But anyways, I'm going to give you guys a flashback of me talking about this situation on my channel.
How are you? I'm fine. I always keep my stuff about my personal with her real brief. Like, it's real cut and dry and real dry. I would never tell her my personal information. So when people come to
my website, Menacing Vibes, is be a boss, not a bossy bee, IH.com. And it will direct, well, you could place the order on there, but the payment part will direct you to my Shopify store. So I have my Shopify store connected to my website so that people won't be confused when they try to make payments and it switch you and you start to see the Shopify page. It's going to do that. But that's the name of my website, the same as my YouTube name.
come to me and they're like, oh, how could she try to date Storm? I never fucking tried to date Storm. I was cordial with Storm. That's what I was. He wrote me. I was cordial with him, but I was very, 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 very minimal in my responses because I didn't
I could do that.
ever want him to ever try to paint the picture that I'm trying to come on to him. And lo and behold, you give them a little piece and oh boy, they will take them out. I did not feel like I gave him enough to try to make it seem like I was into him because I was not. But boy, oh boy, does he learn good how to spin a fucking narrative and spin a fucking story from his mentor. Oh yes, they will take a little bitty piece. You think you ain't gave them nothing, but oh boy, you gave them too fucking much by even responding. I'm thinking, I'm just going to be cordial and just leave these messages dry because I know for a fact if the nigga come out here, I'm never going to ever fucking get in the same building, same room with him so he could ever say anything like or lie and say something happened or whatever. And I did not throw you under the bus. You went on your live and you tried to act like when you exposed them dry ass messages that boy, I would never, ever, ever, you ain't my type in the masculine way. You're not ugly. You're an attractive guy. However, I'm not attracted to you in that way because I like men who are masculine. That's not a diss to you. There are women who like men who are not masculine. There are women who like that. I'm not a woman who like that. So I just was cordial with you. The same way when Martin Lewis, who is an openly gay YouTuber, he talks about, it's no secret that he is openly gay. The same way that the interaction that.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my link to my Shopify store in there because my ass has been so busy doing other stuff. I forgot to pay my damn website. So it's saying expired. I got to go on there and make a payment so it'll pop back up. So, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. So I'm gonna put this link in here for now, and it'll still take you to my stuff.
It would have been if I ever linked up with you that I know for a fact I ain't crazy. I was never gonna do that. But it would have been nothing more than this. I view you the same way. I don't view you as straight.
I swear I missed the sock moment.
Nothing more than the same interaction. Martin Lewis hit me up, said, "Hey, I'm in LA.
I think I want to share the screen.
I didn't have a problem with it. I went to go have lunch with him. Am I trying to fuck this dude? No, just like I wasn't ever and would never fuck you. It just was simple, cordial conversation. Now with you, I was never going to actually follow through. Now with Martin Lewis, I went to link up with him because I don't think that he's not to be trusted. You, I know that you're not to be trusted because I don't trust Tasha. So me not trusting Tasha, I don't trust you. So I wouldn't have gave you the ammo to actually physically meet up with you. Like I never was going to do that. But it never, like the cordialness is nothing different than the cordialness that I had with Martin. Just like when me and Martin collabed on a video before. I view you the same way as I view him. I collabed with Martin on videos before. Like when you hit me up to want to collab, it was no thing. Like, all right, we cool, that we could collab. But sexually, romantically, I'm sorry, buddy, but hell fucking no. Now, you haven't done enough research with women to understand because you clearly couldn't have had enough experience with women to really think you had a smoking gun.
Not her daughter's side.
Only gets spun to other women who don't have interactions with men, and for them to think that I ever was interested in you on that level. When Tasha K went on her live and lied and said that I wanted you to take care of my child, and then you showed them weird ass messages that clearly show that, number one, I never even gave you my number. An interested woman would have been like, call me sometime. Let's talk offline. You wouldn't be writing me in a DM. You would have text messages where we text each other. You would have, messages where I'm telling you, what I'm saying, I'm feeling you. You don't have that. All you have is you asking me a question cordially responding to you. And not in a romantic way. I never reciprocated anything that you said. I never said, oh, I like you too, because I don't like.
It's too late, Minutes and Vibes. I didn't already told on myself. I still can't believe I did that.
You in that way, I think that you are cool. I thought that you were cool. I didn't think that you were as low. Like I knew you were a follower, and I knew that you fought Tasha K's battles, but I didn't think that you were that low, that you would go and team up with her to try to set somebody up, like so. Get a kiki out of me crying in a sock. But boy, are we going to get the kiki of the century when you are having snot boogers and all kind of shit running down your face when she turned on your ass. Because if you think that this snake of a female is not going to turn on you and air you the fuck out, you got another thing coming, Miss Thang. As Armand would say, Miss Thang. You got another thing coming, Miss Thang. Now, and then you about the Armand thing. You went and when you was showing them stale receipts, you tried to say, oh, she was donated to Armand after he was dragging me. Well, bitch, you was sitting on a platform with 7 stars who was trying to drag me, and you kick in with her after you was trying to fake get me to be your beard.
I'm sorry, I forgot to remute the mic.
I just wanted to play the part where I said that this shit was gonna happen to him, and he gonna have snot boogers when she air his ass out. Now, they just now fell out, but the best is yet to come. While she was talking and she was saying, she had a recording of Storm, I guess, saying that she was toxic, which if he said that, does she really think that she's not toxic though? Like, that'd be the thing for me. Like, does she think, because basically Storm had a talk with Tasha, and she was telling him how I guess he was supposed to have been talking mess about her, and she got the recording or whatever, and he was saying that she was toxic, and she was saying, did you say that? But I'm like, boy, you said she was toxic. So why was you on that thing line? You said she was toxic. You know that. You know that. You said that. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. This is Conscious TV's exclusive. He had Storm and Tasha talking. So we're gonna play a little bit of it here. Let me put Conscious TV's name. Oh wait. Hold up. Let me give Conscious TV his credit for this video. Hold on 1 second. Let me make a banner real quick so I can give him his credit for his exclusive, because he exclusively had Tasha K and Storm on.
Tasha always trying to imitate somebody. She did it to who was the most recent person she imitated? I think at one point she imitated everybody that she was in a beef with, but I think she did a Danny Lee video, or Danny Lay, however she say it. Whatever. She always trying to imitate somebody. Neek do got a soft, quiet, like, I don't know what to call it, type voice, but I don't know. I like her channel. She do good stories or whatever. So let me hit play on this video.
On there. All right. This is Conscious TV. He is a YouTuber. So you can definitely go subscribe to him. He has been breaking down a lot of over on his channel. So I'm gonna play a little bit of their back and forth. So basically,
I'm sorry,
Storm Monroe got into it.
I went over there to watch it myself. But as soon as I heard him say it was going to be on Patreon, I exited the video because I got mad somewhat at the fact that he made it seem like he was putting it on YouTube, but then turned around and tried to get money out of us by putting it on Patreon. And I wasn't going to pay for that shit.
To it with Tasha. Because she was sunning his ass,
and she was insinuating that he was about to do gay stuff with Von. She was insinuating that they was about to play footsies on OnlyFans. And Storm Monroe, he admitted that he was entertaining the idea of OnlyFans with Von. Now, he claims that he wasn't going to be playing footsies with Von on OnlyFans, but he said that he did entertain the idea of OnlyFans. And she was airing him out, saying some other things. And so from that, he got mad about it. And he said that if he was going to play footsies and do gay stuff with anybody, it would be a white man, and that he wouldn't do it with a black man. And he was mad at Tasha because she supposedly heard from Von.
Hello, Rachel.
That he did Booger Sugar. And she didn't tell him about it. So he was pretty mad about that, because he felt like, if Von is saying that I do Booger Sugar, why you ain't told me about it, blah, blah. So that's kind of what they're talking about here. And let's play some of it. The funny thing is, a lot of people on YouTube, they always be like, why is it such a big deal about Storm's sexuality? Why do people care about his sexuality? It's not that people care like that. It's just the simple fact that when somebody is living a lie it's like, dude, we in 2022, like just living your truth. So the reason I paused that is because she keeps slick throwing shade at his sexuality too, right? So he's saying something about something Von had his dick out.
She made a
Hey,
point.
Miss Monique,
What you
boo,
say
how
about
you
his dick
doing?
out? What you say about
his dick out? Oh, wait. What y'all mean no sound? Y'all didn't hear it? Oh, dang. I thought y'all heard it. Hold on. Wait, why y'all didn't hear it? Oh, maybe I gotta share the link. Oh, damn. That whole time I thought y'all heard it. Oh my God. I thought y'all heard it. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Oh, wait. Wait. It is sharing the screen. Oh, wait. Wrong screen. Okay, wait. Share screen. Wait. No, there we go.
Of him walking up.
Squarespace lets you run your brand like a business with e-commerce and more, so you can have longevity in today's world.
Of him walking around with his dick out aggressively, getting on top of her and her saying, "No, Von, we are not together no more." You know I can't be connected to nothing like that. Come on.
Wait, what did you say again about Von and his dick out?
That he got on.
I don't know why that's so funny. She said, what you say about his dick out? Oh no. I don't know why. I don't know why that was so funny to me. I'm sorry, but it was the way she said it. Like she wanted to make sure, like, wait a minute. She said,
she is laughing too hard at this.
What you say
about his dick out?
On top of her.
What about
with his dick out, and Chelsea said, "No, Von, we are not together no more."
You put that bullshit out, and why?
No, I put the story
did
out.
You
on
put
what
that
happened.
bullshit out about somebody who has done nothing but help you. I have done nothing but help you, Storm. What have I done, Storm? Storm.
What happened? You brought this nigga to my house. That's what you did. You
chose to become friends with him. Was about clearing up that video. Listen. For the record, I hope you got all the views you needed. This will be our last time ever communicating. Okay, you have shown me who you are, and that is that. So,
anyways, so as y'all heard, she said that she had never talked to Storm again, and she won't talk to him no more. And then after that, Storm Monroe, I think he went on the Wiley show, and then that's when I had tuned in late, so I didn't even hear everything that he said on the Wiley show. I caught him, I guess, at the tail end of him basically talking about his falling out with Tasha K, and they both pretty much said that they won't mess with each other no more. And prior to them having this exchange on Conscious TV's video, you guys have to go to Conscious.
Yes, L, sweetie. That happened. Neek wasn't really interested though. So then they drug her because she was not so interested. But child, we about to finish this. Oh my God.
Conscious TV and see
Let me
the
remute
video
my mic so I don't echo.
on his thing.
Prior to them basically having this exchange on there, he was talking about how he had blocked her and how he didn't want to talk to her for 6 months. And he was saying on, you know, his live how he separated himself from her, and he was basically insinuating like she stole his car. They talk about that too. Hold on, let me bring it back just a little bit, because they talk about that too, where he tried to insinuate that she the one who stole his car. Hold on, let me try to
You
get
guys
to it.
being close.
Best, okay? I gotta go. Thank you. With someone who does stories like this all the time, why would I not warn you? And why would I not denounce the behavior?
Miss QP, you so petty for that. He's shaking the table.
Don't do that, Storm. That's your best friend.
You situation. Y'all don't have to worry about it. You know.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. Why are you on the internet 5 days in a row still talking about this?
Well, I'm gonna get the views off of it. That's all.
Wait.
I did that. Ever tell you anything that was going to ruin your channel or ruin you as a person? Have I?
I'm trying to find the part where they talked about the stolen car.
No.
Have I ever told you anything?
I don't want to say that. No.
Have I ever told you anything that?
I just said that.
No. You called me today, or Conscious called me today, talking about, oh, he want to talk to you. Well, why can't he call me? Because you knew that you got on the internet.
Well, let's hold on.
Okay, so all right, so now this is the part where they're going to talk about the stolen car. So like I said, after he got into it with Tasha and she said that he lives in Buckhead, he is saying that somebody stole his car. It is no damage to the vehicle. Nothing is broken into. I guess he lives in a high-rise apartment, like with high level of security, but somebody stole his car, took his YouTube plaque, and discarded the car. And he insinuated that the car was basically abandoned. He kept saying it was in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And I guess people put 2 and 2 together, and I guess that's somewhere around where Tasha K lives. And he kept insinuating that over and over and over on the Wiley Show. And so he was trying to insinuate that Tasha K stole his car, and basically somebody found his YouTube plaque. So they stole his car, did no damage to the car, parked his car near Tasha K's house, and then on the other side of town, somebody threw his YouTube plaque outside. Somebody claims that they were walking by, they randomly seen his YouTube plaque outside, and you know, they wanted to hold his YouTube plaque for ransom. So they
we spoke about that in part 1 about how the whole car story don't make no damn sense. I'm not getting why your car was found in one part, but then the box was discovered in another part, and then the clown that allegedly maybe stole your car was goofy enough to goddamn contact you about your YouTube plaque. Like, none of it made sense.
They stole his car, and they wanted to hold his YouTube plaque, sell his YouTube plaque for ransom. And I believe he said that they was trying to sell the plaque back to him for $200, $300 or something like that. So it's like they're gonna go through the depths of risking the jail time of a Grand Theft Auto to steal a YouTube plaque and sell it for $200. Now, I don't put nothing above Tasha, because she does very malicious things, And she is very vindictive. When she don't like you, or if you get on her bad side, she will go out of her way to destroy you. And that's just what she does. So I'm not putting nothing past her. However, the story just sounds a little bit fluffed. It just sounds a little bit fluffed. It just sounds a little bit fluffed. The fact that somebody would steal the car, risk getting jail time, all to just take out the YouTube plaque, nothing else, and then put it for ransom for a couple $100. And then when he was on the Wiley show, he said that the police had.
I said that to myself. Like, sir, your car was left in perfect condition, but it was stolen. Like, niggas didn't even snatch the wires out your car radio, but it was stolen. It's kind of hard to believe, Storm, because you would at least be missing your Cadillac converter if you got one, or you would be missing some damn speakers or something, like something to be gone other than that dang on YouTube plaque. But I digress. We back to the video.
Had got the car, but then he no longer wanted the car no more. I don't know. It just sounded weird. But he insinuated that Tasha was the one who stole the car. And so that's what they're going to talk about next.
What I said exactly was that I had a conversation with Storm. And I told Storm, I feel you and Tasha should have an exchange because a lot has happened. Their relationship is deep. There's a lot of history
and a lot of things.
No, he ain't get the plaque back. He said it was only $100 to have it remailed, so he was gonna have it remailed.
To have a sit down, even if that sit down is just sit down where y'all can come to a nice, respectful agreement to move in your own directions privately. Separately. Storm did not call me saying I want to talk to Tasha to set this up. This was purely.
Storm, you like that's your best friend. Now don't do that, Storm. That's
situation.
Where is the car part?
I thought we were talking. It's so big. Buckhead has about 1.5 million people. How is that telling people where you live?
I just found it weird that you said that. Now the car gets stolen. It's just like, come on.
Are you saying?
I'm not saying you did it.
No. Hold on, Storm. Are you saying you live in a secure building with a security guard, concierge, okay? And somebody stole your car because I said you live in Buckhead?
I'm not saying that's because of you.
Somebody stole a baby blue, very, very noticeable, damn near Hellcat, and you're saying that I had something to do with that? Are you listening to yourself? I'm starting to think that maybe what Von had to say about you is really true, because this is not the Storm that I know. You when have you ever checked?
All right. So that's when she was saying she's starting to think that he really on the booger sugar and that he really doing the coca. And he was insinuating. He tried to act like, no, I'm not insinuating that, whatever. But he was trying to insinuate that she stole the car. And again, I don't put nothing past her. It just sounded Jussie Smollett-like. And so that's why they started calling him Storm Smollett, because the story just sounded like some Jussie Smollett stuff. It sounded crazy. But again, the links that people will go, I don't put it past anybody. But I'm going to stay live for a little bit longer to.
Okay, so that was Nick's take on it. So now we're going to go back over to Conscious TV, because him and the official Kingpin they did have a dialogue about what went on in the recordings, but when he was saying that the recordings was on Patreon. And that if someone went over to his Patreon and he heard it on their YouTube, that he was going to strike their pages. But see, this is what I need people to understand about copywriting and things also. If you put it on a public platform, okay? Any public platform, from your own public website to a public Patreon, it is up for fair use. As long as they add commentary to it or put their own spin on it, you cannot legally copyright them. You cannot strike them. Okay? I'm going to need people to stop using copyright strike as a weapon against other content creators. Because like I said, I did get notice of someone using some of my content, but I don't care that people use some of my content. And my name is legally trademarked and everything. I don't care if people use part of my content. I don't. Everybody uses some form of everybody's content. Here's a prime example. Hulu just made content off of Mammy Till's story, which was written in the very first original form of the content was a book. So Hulu used the content of the book to create a show. Everybody uses everyone's content at some point. Stop using copyright strikes to threaten people. But we about to get into this video where they had this dialogue.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? It is your favorite breakdown commentator, Conscious TV. Welcome to another riveting episode of the platform, honey. We're here to get into some improv things, honey. This live has surprised me and took me by storm, but you're going to figure out why that is exactly. I don't think that my Jesus downloaded completely today, so I cannot promise that I'm going to be on my best behavior. I can't promise that I'm going to be able to keep my shit, because at this point I am completely appalled. I am offended. I am every type of which way that it can be. So there may be a lot that goes on in this discussion today. So I just want to go ahead and give y'all a heads up. If you have children, if you're around the elderly, put in your earbuds and do all that, honey. This is going to be a very adult conversation. There's going to be a lot of adult themes spoken about. It's going to be a lot of adult language being used. I am not with the shits today. Mods, drop any motherfucking disrespectful bitch into the motherfucking river if they get out of order, god damn it. Because today, I'm going to Freddy Krueger this shit. It's a nightmare on YouTube Street today. I don't even think I want to bother to play my intro. Or bitch, do I want to play my intro? Because I was minding my black ass Jesus life today. Living my best life. Doing what I do. Okay? And you just can, and well enough can't never be well, and good enough can't never be good. Oh, no, it can't. It can't. But all this happened for a reason. And I'm really grateful that the speaking to me about anything. Like, that's really fucking fucked up. Especially when I'm the one who really kept niggas off his motherfucking head. And he knows that. Now, we're going to get more into that. Then we turn back around. And you're talking about you didn't give permission. You don't have to give no. We don't need your permission because it's not your intellectual property. Georgia is a one-party consent state. Get into it. But you know what? I'm not surprised that you don't know anything about the fucking law.
Hey, little boss lady.
Obey them, ankle monitor. Now, to that argument that somebody's monetizing off your voice, bitch, I did your podcast a few days ago that also featured official King Payne. And do you not have commercials, baby? Oh, nasty piece of commercials. All up and through and up and down, an hour and a half plus long exchange between me you and Official King Pain. So, bitch, are you not monetizing off of my voice? Are you not monetizing off of my likeness? Are you not monetizing, honey? Because the kids have seen the last episode of Light Skin Ninjas featuring Ankle Monitor. Now, I'm going to tell you why this really pissed me off. Aside from all the reasons that I just listed, you go behind my back, talk to Official King Pain, who you know is my friend. You don't even consult with me, but yet you can call me every fucking night crying and wailing about how Chelsea got her motherfucking Gucci slippers on your motherfucking neck. Wailing and begging and pleading for the drama. Why she want to do this to me, CTV? Why she want to do this to me, CTV? Why she fucking with me like this, CTV? All this drama for what, CTV? All this goddamn mess for everything, CTV.
Funny thing about this comment is, if she didn't want it public, why have Tasha tell him that she's about to send you the recording so you can hear the recordings and you can do whatever you gonna do with the recording? Like, why even mention the recordings if you don't want them heard? Because one person hearing your recordings, honey, ain't gonna make the rest of us believe that it's true or not what you're saying. If Chelsea and them don't do better.
What's going on, CTV? Bitch, I'm having to put a bottle in your mouth, a crib around your motherfucking neck, and a pamper on your motherfucking ass. And I'm the motherfucking bitch, working it all out. Now, let me tell y'all what happened in grueling fucking detail. Just a few days ago, before I did my live on Thursday night. Now, all my day ones know this, okay? My new subbies, you know, they're just learning me. But my Just Be Reals, my Oz Gardens, my Nitas, my King and Queens Epic Trading, you know, all of my day ones, they know how I get down. They know that when I cover stories, I'm not just on the foreground. I'm very much so instrumental in everything that's happening in the background of situations as well. I don't just run content. I'm an actual fucking healer. I'm a fucking human being, okay? I try to actually help the bullshit that plays out on social media actually get reconciled, whether that can be through what's happening online and definitely what's happening in all reality. So before I did my live on Thursday, because Vaughn had been crying so bad about Chelsea fucking with him and her getting what you call it, a
crying
order.
No, he was crying.
And he already got all this and that and this going on, and this is the last thing he needs, and he can't believe this boom, 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 boom. And he's just crying about all he want to do is just live his life and be all right and live in his subsidized ass apartment. That's all the fuck he want to do, honey. It's just chill and sit on the one piece of fucking furniture he got, honey, and meditate and strengthen his glutes and shit. Fine. So I had a conversation with Chelsea Wednesday.
Meditate and strengthen his glutes.
Vaughn really just wants
all right.
the shit to come to an end. I feel like y'all, you know, I mean, everything already done hit the fan. How are you feeling about things, honey? Like, what's going on in your mind? I told you guys that we had a whole conversation. Me and Chelsea had a whole conversation. And she's like, look, I'm done with the shit. I don't want to fuck with this nigga. Like, I got a new nigga. Like, I'm living my best bad bitch life. I just want this nigga to shut the fuck up. Like, move the fuck along. Like, stop talking about me. Stop talking about my pussy, my titties, my body, whatever. You think I'm a lying ass bitch?
She got a new nigga already.
Lying ass bitch, fine. But all that other extra shit that you doing, nigga, like, that's all I ever wanted him to do was just stop. But I'm done. Like, I don't got nothing for Vaughn. And then I didn't even know that Vaughn lived in the same apartment until this dumbass
she ain't get the kitty no time
on live on his own podcast. Oh, I wasn't going to say this. I wasn't going to say it. But bitch, I'm living 2 floors down from her. So you the one out here here claiming that the bitch is crazy, the bitch is this, the bitch is that, she da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then out of all the fucking places, you could have went and lived in a shelter, for God's sake. You could have went and lived with all this family you claim you got in Atlanta. You got all these cousins, all this, that, and the third, all these bitches, all these hoes, all these everything going on. And yet you decide that the bitch who you is claiming is a bitch and is a liar and is a manipulator and can't be trusted and all this, you go.
I feel like we might have missed something. Because he going ham on Vine. But he wasn't, like, they wasn't doing that in the prior video. So did something happen behind the scenes that made him come out in this one and just go nuts? I feel like we missed something.
And rent out a whole motherfucking apartment right under her. Who does that? Who does that? What type of traumatized ass nigga who already bent out of shape because you already got litigations, you already got shit going on with the law, turns around and wants to be in proximity to a woman he said
Oh,
that he
okay.
can't fucking trust. And then she don't even fucking know it. So now you're building a case against yourself to make yourself
Okay.
weirdo.
So
To make yourself look like
Vine out here
that all
causing
your
more
previous
problems. Only
circumstances
this
already
time
got
he
you
trying to
looking
cause
like.
it between YouTubers.
Your fucking behavior got you out here looking like a fucking light-skinned clown.
Hey, Bella's World.
And you're pressed and fucking pissed because your actions ain't actioning up. Your actions ain't lining up. So I called Vaughn. I said, Vaughn. I called him Wednesday night. I said, look.
I thought that's what was supposed to happen up
this,
until.
This shit is already wild as fuck. Y'all living in the same apartment building, for fucking God's sakes. Like, we got to come to a resolution. Like, Chelsea needs to be able to feel all right. You need to be able to feel all right. You don't need no more action. It's clearly you don't. Clearly you don't. You out of everybody damn sure don't. You sure don't. So what would need to happen for things to be okay going forward? What would have to happen? What's that? What would have to give? Under these circumstances, with everything that's already played out, with everything that's already transpired, what could actually make everything okay right now? He wants her to drop the protective order. I said, I don't know how that's going to really work out because the process for that has already gotten started. And she already had her date in court this morning, and her temporary protective order got approved of. It got approved of.
So now he got two PPOs out on him
set in motion
by two different women.
Events to ensure for herself that she is okay, that she's fine, and especially after this nigga outs the fact that he's living a few floors down from her, that he's in the same fucking parking lot as her, that he knows where she's parked at, She does what the fuck she needs to do to feel protected as a single fucking woman in Atlanta. Because you out here moving in a fucking way that got you looking crazy.
Oh, yeah. Here it comes.
So I said, Chelps, Vaughn is cool with all the shit that played out on social media. Y'all both can sit down. Neither one of y'all have to do no panels, no nothing, whatever. He won't talk about you. You won't talk about him. Y'all see each other. Y'all avoid each other. Because the protective order really is just the judge getting Chelsea and Vaughn to do what they both claim they already want to do, which is have no dealings with each other. It's just an added insurance that they do just that. Leave each other the fuck alone. That he stays the fuck away from her, he don't bother her, and she has a reason to not bother him. Now, she
And not the lead attorney, Bella's World.
Moved the fuck on with her motherfucking life. And Vaughn ain't got that level of substance in this situation. She is in a position to not press the gas further after 30 days because she has options after 30 days. She got options after 30 days. So Vaughn and Chelsea, under these circumstances, are completely okay with playing the field, playing a game how it needs to be played. You stay away from me, I stay away from you. Boom, 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 boom. Guess what? Vaughn was satisfied with that. I said, Vaughn, only thing else I'm asking is, are you willing to consider taking your initial video down where you...
No, Bella's World, he put them on Patreon to be heard.
About her.
He never played them for free on YouTube.
I think that'll help y'all to continue to make it through these 30 days and be just fine, and there don't have to be nothing else that come after it. Vaughn was completely down with it, completely okay with it. Of course a nigga in his position is. What nigga is really not going to be okay with it? Okay, fine, sure, because I don't want to talk about her anyway. I don't talk about her anyway. I never wanted to disparage her anyway. I never wanted to do this anyway. But once again, a narcissistic Vaughn doesn't even take responsibility for him speaking at all. He blames him doing the video on Chelsea and Wiley and Tasha and Storm and CTV, as if any of us put a gun to his motherfucking head to make him have to respond. Do you know how many motherfuckers don't respond to controversy? Do you know how many motherfuckers don't choose to give no type of a motherfucking statement? Because they're literally protecting their fucking peace? Do you know how many, take responsibility for the fact that you press live because you felt the need to defend yourself, which is fine. But don't blame it on nobody else. You made a choice to respond. And then you made a damn fool of yourself after that because you went on a whole YouTube tour. Even pulled up on Aaron Hall's
Not a tour.
platform. Got on there with some weirdo ass attitude, taking him for a fucking joke. I guess because you thought you could, because he's on the more, he's on the nicer side. Talking about, where he be at, he shop in Lenox Mall, giving up unnecessary ass information, and everybody in his stream and in his chat
22 hours.
It sounded like you were threatening him, that you were trying to imply something. So while you sitting here pressed, talking about what somebody's trying to imply about you, bitch, you are the one moving around this motherfucker with an ankle monitor on your motherfucking ankle, on your cankle. You are
not a monitor on the cankle.
Already creating the narrative before any of us came along that you a stalking ass nigga, and then you turn around being a dumbass nigga and go to another fucking person's platform, pull up on their stream, and tell them that they need to be careful. Boom, boom, boom. They need to stay out of this and stay out of that. You know where nigga be at. You know where nigga shop at. And you mad at the narratives that come about over your life and over your name because of the recklessness and the light-skinnedness over your motherfucking shit. No responsibility whatsoever. None. Everything is everybody's fault. Everybody got Vaughn looking bad, got Vaughn looking evil, got Vaughn looking like this, that, and the third, baby. It ain't, Vaughn is just there. Just being ran over for some reason. Just being taken through for this and taken through for that. And then you pull your ass up on my platform. I don't recall ever asking to speak to you. Matter of fact, when Storm and Tasha pulled up on my platform to get into some things, nobody reached out to you. Not even me. So you made another executive decision to get your ass involved and to take the narrative you could have been in control of by staying in your motherfucking lane and you pulled your ass over here and said A, B, C, D, E, F, N, G. So now you suck,
NG.
you suck all of us in. Because you could have said where the fuck you was. It really was okay. But you said where the fuck you are. So, between this nigga talking about, let me, because I'm going to let you chime in too, because I know I'm going ham. So,
yes, you are.
This whole people got you looking like something. This is why I will never fuck with Von Ray again. My nigga, I protected you. I heard you out. I knew what type of nigga you was from the way the shit played out. See,
really,
Cause when you've been with a narcissistic motherfucker, when you've been exposed to a narcissistic ass spirit, you can clock that narcissism shit from 20 miles away. I didn't need you to pull up on me for me to know what fucking time it was. And yet, being a decent ass, fair human being, you being a part of this situation, I lended my ear to you. I considered your plight, considered your position. I tailored through and labored through both ends, left and right. And I was like, okay, cool. Von just seems to be somebody who just bad energy when it comes to women, but seems to be an alright nigga outside of that. No, not that. Because instead of you calling me after I had done rocked your ass to sleep last night, we had a great conversation, had a great exchange. I got to talk to you about your goofy ass shit, your goofy ass movement, your goofy ass behavior. Had a great exchange. We got into some teams. Even opened up to me about some teams. Cool. Then you wake up this morning in your fucking feelings and don't even call me. And you know why you didn't call me? Because you didn't want to consult the person who you know is not going to choose a side in this situation. You didn't want to consult the person who going to listen to the audio and is going to call out both you and fucking Chelsea. So you reached out to King because you felt like King didn't have
No, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Because honestly, and you know, I'm a bit surprised. I'm a bit surprised at you, Conscious. That's who I'm surprised at. Because normally, okay, out here on these YouTube streets, you play the fence, okay? You're normally neutral, okay? And as of late, with this whole Von Chelsea situation, it's starting to feel like you're leaning towards Chelsea. And I don't know for what particular reason. I mean, both of them is at fault in this situation. And that's why Von wants you to put out the audio so that people can see both sides, okay, good and bad, and make a decision for themselves. He doesn't want you guys to edit you guys have edited the audio, clipped it up, put out only things that you guys want. He said put it all out and let the people decide.
So let me
put it out for free.
No. So let me speak about
now that part I feel is fair. Put out the damn audio so we can listen, not have to pay to listen. So we can listen, get both sides, see be on the outside looking in, and goddamn review it how the fuck we supposed to. I can't really draw a conclusion from you telling us that, yeah, both parties was lying about some stuff, but you not being real specific about what they were lying about. I need to know what was the last and from which party.
Speak about that because
that's what he's saying.
No, I don't. Yeah, I know that's what that fuck nigga is saying.
He said, "Let the people decide. Let the people decide."
Hold on. So let's do it. Let's get into it. First of all, let's establish that Von doesn't run a motherfucking thing in this situation. Unfortunately, those audios are Chelsea's intellectual property. And because she recorded that motherfucking nigga in a one-party consent state, she didn't have to consult with him about what's now her intellectual property. Now, what Vaughn is not telling you is that when I posted in my community wall a few days ago, and I said, wow, I just heard the audios. I heard all 6 audios. Patreon only got 2. I only heard, but I heard 6. I said, wow, I just heard the audios, and I'm still processing things. So Vaughn, of course, comes in, calls me, Conscious. What's up with these audios? Like, what's good? I explained to Vaughn, I said, look, there's some exchanges in those audios that both me and Chelsea agree should not go up for your sake. They should not go
up. Gossip Goddess wants to know, so y'all cut the audio app.
No, I haven't gotten there. I'm gonna get all to that. Just let me, because I want people to have a clear, they're gonna have a clear understanding after this live today. Okay. So I said, now if Chelsea decides that she wants to press the gas, if she decides that she wants to release them, she can do that on her own accord. I'm not interested, because I feel like some of the things that can be interpreted from those exchanges will not pan out well.
Don't you think it's odd that you stayed up all night rocking Vaughn to sleep, but everything that you're saying here is in Chelsea's defense?
No, it's not. Because anybody's been keeping up all 6 hours and all 4 hours that these niggas had me up for the past few days. By
Chelsea didn't have any wrongdoing in this situation.
But we can't even get to that because Vaughn is the one who got me pissed off.
Vaughn just wants you guys to stop editing the story, stop creating a narrative, get out the story the way that it is. Just put out the audio without editing it.
When you call, so he can consult, tell him to get in contact with Chelsea. When I called him on 3-way with you, when you called me about this, what did I do? I called Light Skinned on the phone, and I said, I'm not going to be responsible for anything that makes me uncomfortable. I get to decide what I'm not going to put up because I feel like it could be injurious. I'm not going to have that blood on my hands. Now, if you are so engaged in an altercation with Chelsea, you can contact her. And you can let her set it.
But that's a contradiction to me, because if you are that, I'll say, if you didn't want to be engulfed in the shit, you wouldn't have had them send you the audios to begin with. So what the official King Payne is saying makes perfect sense. Put the fucking shit out the way it is. We don't need it we don't need it edited. And we don't need to have to go over there to pay for it. Because I ain't doing that.
Cut it off. You can get into that with her. You can tell her, hey, release all that shit. CTV not gonna do a motherfucking thing. I don't need content that bad, bitch. So you email her and you tell her to send it to you and you run it on your motherfucking platform and you deal with whatever needs to be dealt with that comes about is that. How the fuck you gonna tell me what the fuck to put up and not the fucking put up when all this shit is gonna have a reflection on me? I'm not comfortable. I'm not one of those content creators. If motherfuckers want a messy ass bitch who don't give a fuck about what happens to motherfuckers in situations, they got 7 million 11 motherfucking content creators to choose from. I'm not that girl. I'm not interested in being that girl. You can't pay me to be that motherfucking girl. I don't give a fuck who asking me to be that girl. I'm not her.
Well, I say if they didn't want the audio out, they wouldn't have sent it for the audio to be put out. So send it to me. I'll put that shit out for free. The fuck? I'm not obligated to no damn body.
All we're trying to say is that there's three sides to every story.
Okay,
his side, her side, and the truth.
Tell the other side, because CTV is not submitting a goddamn thing. Why are you communicating with me and communicating with official campaign instead of communicating with your ex-bitch who you want this fight with? You want it with Chelsea. So be a man and stand the fuck up and you ask Chelsea to launch it off. You sitting here doing all this weak ass, teddy bear ass shit behind the scenes. But you want the heat so bad. So then step into the light, Caroline.
What about what Chelsea's doing behind the scenes? Do you think that all of this really is deserving of putting this black man in jail? What did he do to deserve to go to jail? Why is Chelsea trying to put him in jail? Why is she doing so much? Because she feels rejected?
Where's the proof that she's trying to put him in jail?
You just said that she got a protective order.
That's not putting somebody.
You just said that he's on an ankle monitor.
Does not put
he can't have no police contact. Why is she trying to put him in jail?
A restraining order does not put someone in. Do you know what a restraining order is?
But she's contacting his probation officer as well. His probation officer.
Where's the proof that she's?
I know he did. I mentioned that earlier, K-Mac. But I like Conscious TV, but what he don't understand is the moment he put it on Patreon, he made it fair game for fair use. It is what it is. It's pretty much like Charisma setting herself up on OnlyFans to get exposed. With like once you make it public, okay, it's up for fair use. All right. Period. But I digress.
Contacting his probation officer.
Where's the proof that she has a protective order?
And guess what? If she is, she did press the gas on a protective order.
I mean, are you?
That means that she does. That means that she does.
Are you encouraging this behavior?
Huh?
Are you encouraging this behavior of Chelsea? Like, I know you said that you're trying to de-escalate both parties, but you're saying that she got this protective order.
A pain. How can I encourage the situation?
Why did she need a protective order? Did he ever put his hands on her?
Am I Chelsea?
Did he ever attack her?
Are you talking to CTV or Chelsea? Because some of your questions.
I'm asking you because you've been talking to her.
You don't
Has
need to
she told
me.
you?
You need to.
Did you ask her these questions when she told you about the protective order?
Pain with Chelsea. I'm not Chelsea. I didn't fuck Vaughn. I didn't get into a relationship with Vaughn. You can ask me questions that pertain to CTV. Don't ask me no questions that pertain to Chelsea. I can't speak to what she's doing. I don't even know that she's doing the shit that you're asking me about. So if Vaughn wants you to ask those questions on his behalf, you need to run an interview with her, or you need to tell your light-skinned ankle monitor ass friend that he need to go step to a bad bitch himself and be a real nigga and ask why the fuck she doing what she doing.
Not wasting 12 minutes of your whole life.
He got her, and he can clear it up with her.
The only thing you asked me to come over here is for you to play the audio for everybody. He just asked me to ask you to release the audio for everyone. He doesn't feel comfortable with you guys charging for everyone and controlling the narrative.
With Marshall's running on that motherfucking.
He's saying that there was 2,000 people on your live and only 80 people. If anything, more people need to get over there to his Patreon, okay, and get a membership so that they can see the audio.
All Vaughn got to do is hit the motherfucking live and tell your motherfucking story, bitch. You got a channel, you got a live button. Run your motherfucking dick sucker. Run your dick sucker.
Well, that's part of the complaint.
Like anybody else.
That's part of the complaint that Chelsea has made.
You can talk to the owner of that intellectual property.
Chelsea is complaining about the content that he's putting out.
Because it won't work out in his stupid ass motherfucking favor. He's an idiot. And he knew that. And see, this is why I'm really pissed off.
Chelsea's trying to silence Vaughn.
This is why I'm really pissed the fuck off. Is because Vaughn know that. Vaughn didn't even want those audios going up. That's why Vaughn is full of shit.
And that's what, made me get Vaughn the side eye in our conversation, because Von told me he never agreed to anything, and you're telling me that you guys agreed last night that
I
you
can
guys
show
would.
you my call log. That not last night, but on Wednesday night. Literally, hold on. No, I can't even show it because it's gonna show their numbers. I can fucking screenshot my call log. You literally see my call log is in increments. I spent 2 minutes on the phone with Chelsea, 2 minutes on the phone with Von, 2 minutes on the phone with Chelsea. I'm literally going back and fucking forth, back and playing, and I'm going to screenshot it and blur out their numbers and post it. He's a fucking liar. He agreed to the way this all played out toward the end. He fucking agreed, and the reason that you know he's lying, the reason why you know Von is full of shit. The reason that you, Official King Pain, know that he's a manipulator, let me tell you what I'm disappointed in. It's because you let this nigga run to you and you knew that he had not even reached out to me first and even dealt with me about it. So you got to be critical enough to say, well, Von, you and Conscious been good on each other. You've been on Conscious platform. Y'all cool. You brought him onto the podcast. Did you even consult with Conscious? Did you even talk to Conscious? Why are you talking to me? Did you even run it to the nigga? No, he didn't. So you got to be smart enough, King, to get it, to wake up, to be like, why the fuck would he run straight to anybody else when me and Von don't got no tension? Just like we sat our ass on our motherfucking phone and he snored his ass off to sleep. Why the fuck would he not pick up the motherfucking phone? And it's because of what the fuck I said. Because he knew.
Don't do that, Conscious. Don't do that, Conscious, because you know I called you. You know I called you as soon as I got off the phone with Von. Don't do that.
You know.
I called you to talk to you about it. Because
he knows that if I gave my commentary on those audios,
that I contacted you to let you know
with him alone. That's why he wanted to come to you.
No. I'm just hearing him out.
Oh,
I'm not siding with nobody. I'm not siding with nobody. Chelsea ain't called into the home of the situation. Von is calling into the home of the situation.
Well, Von is exactly. So
I'm a listening ear. I got a listening ear. I got a listening ear. But everybody is calling into your platform. Everybody is
calling into here. That's why he didn't want to deal with me.
Everybody knows I don't like Tasha K. That's why he's contacting me. We know that the non-biased approach. He wants the person who want to run. That's why Von coming over here to
that's what he wants.
At the home of the situation, because we don't fuck with Dusty House.
If I give that review, he knows
you're trying to be Tasha K's newest mentee. Like, what's going on?
He's going to whom he feel will kiss his motherfucking ass and who's desperate for his cosign. He knows that if I review that audio, that I'm going to drag and I'm going to cross both him and Chelsea.
All of that. He wants you to do all of that.
No, he doesn't, because he ran to you, King. He didn't even call me and say, hey, bro, like, da-da-da-da-da. You had to call me and be like, I know you told the girls last night that you was going to strike their fucking pages up because Von is wanting me to leak the audio and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what? Why would he not just call me? Why?
And that's why I called you.
Right, but why wouldn't
so don't do that like, oh, I'm so clouded, because if my vision was clouded, okay, by all that light-skinned nigga, by that motherfucking light-skinned nigga, if I was so clouded by that light-skinned nigga, I would have leaked that audio and risk my channel, okay, of getting strike and taken for that light-skinned nigga. I didn't do that. I contacted my friend and talked it out, okay? I took the neutral position.
You did the right thing.
That in, okay, and I played the mediator. Okay.
The question is, why did Von not? Why could Von? Von was just on the phone less than 12 hours ago. Why didn't Von call me as if me and him don't communicate? We were just on the phone. You have to. So ask yourself that. Why would he not call me, King?
Because, like I said,
we don't have no contention. We ain't got no problems. We ain't got no issues.
You're being biased. He feels as though you're being biased. I'm trying to explain it to you. You're not listening.
Okay, then. So then, why a real nigga can't contact me and say, give me the opportunity to prove it at least.
Because
and then
you see how
say, okay, you a biased ass bitch. I'm gonna go to Official King Pain. I'm gonna go to whomever.
You don't really have no foot in the fight. You wasn't there when
he don't feel like I'm gonna be a bias. He know I'm gonna tell the truth, and that's what the fuck he got a problem with. That's why he ran to you. He knows that I'm going to tell the truth. He knows that when I review that shit, I'm going to say everything that's wrong with both him and Chelsea in those audios. He don't want that. He only want to hear that he's right in the situation and that Chelsea is the crazy bitch in the situation.
See the difference between Von
And
and
look at how
Tasha
even me and you don't even have a contentious ass relationship. But the minute that ankle monitor comes into a space, all hell breaks loose. You don't also find that to be very coincidental? That there keeps being one common denominator every motherfucking where ankle monitor steps. Me and you don't even have a contentious
you're no longer on the
relationship. Me
fence.
and you don't even do.
You don't even want to hear about.
Am I the only one that feel like official Kingpin can't get a word out? Every time he begin to talk, he get cut off.
You don't even want to hear about out. Your mind is made up about him. Whatever Chelsea has shown you, your mind is made up. And that's what
it's not a made up about what?
Whatever they have shown you, whatever receipts they have sent you, put them out. He doesn't care. The truth will set him free. He said, put the truth out there. Unedited. I'm not capable for him, but I understand and I feel him.
You ain't gotta do all that because you done caught his OnlyFans.
If you guys have something on him, he said put it out.
I know you think
what he's saying. He said put it out. Why y'all trying to hold something on him?
I know you don't.
Why y'all trying to hold something? Y'all trying to dangle it above his head like a little puppet or something. He said he's not dealing. He said no matter what y'all got on him, he's not dealing with
you. Don't know Von, but you don't know Von, but you know me. You don't know Von, but you know me. So you should be doing more.
Whatever she got on him, put it out. Put it out. He's not scared. Put it out.
I already said I'm not. So what the fuck is anybody going to do about it? I already said I am not. So now what? Now what? I just said into the motherfucking O. So what? I just said into the motherfucking O.
He don't care what you got on him.
Goddamn O. Just say no to Von. It's the new motherfucking mantra. I just said no, and I'm not going to say no again. It's no.
Put it out, Chelsea. He's not scared. And that's what he said.
You heard it, Chelsea. Put it out, girl. He want the smoke, girl.
He want all the smoke. Put it out unedited.
So now what?
Unedited. No music. There was no music playing when y'all was arguing and fighting. Where'd the music come from? Why is it cut up?
Why is Von in a bitch, busting up in a bitch room, aggravating her about some fucking feminine ass drama?
It's a storyline. That's what it is. And
you want to review?
Stop creating false narrative.
We can review the audio right now.
Storylines.
We can review the audio right now. Do you want to review the audio? Review it right now.
Audio out. The edited audio, sure. Put it out.
It ain't coming out on my end. Chelsea can do what the fuck she needs to do about her ex nigga.
The edited audio we're gonna listen to right
now. So you tell Ankle Monitor to contact Chelsea. He knows her number.
Listen to the edited audio.
He knows her body real well. I'm sure he knows her contact. He lived one floor under her. Tell him to go knock on the motherfucking door and ask her to put it out.
Did Chelsea send you the audio edited, or did you do the editing?
I didn't have to edit anything.
Chelsea edited the music.
The only thing I had to do was put a fucking thumbnail to that shit and just like run them together, like connect both the audios. Oh no! And there is something that happens in the beginning of part 1 of the audio that once again I'm not comfortable with, and Von ain't gonna make me do anything that I'm uncomfortable with because
did Chelsea have the music?
That blood is going to be on his hands, not mine. If he wants to, it's one thing to make situations worse for yourself. He's allowed to do that. I'm not going to participate in making anything worse for him. He can do that for himself. So him and Chelsea can battle it out to the ends of the earth. I'm not going to do it.
Absolutely. So backing up just a little bit to piggyback off of something you said earlier, why is Von staying in the same building as Chelsea? Okay. And, I asked him that too. I'm not, but, anybody that has seen the official Kingpin asks a bitch some questions. Y'all know I get down to the nitty gritty. I ask all the motherfucking questions. I was asking Von things like,
so why you ain't asking like, why didn't you call me though?
Girl, I called you.
No, I said why you didn't ask him why he didn't call me. He and I was just friends.
Girl, see, you
Like the
know,
night
I wasn't
before.
even thinking of that because me and Vaughn have been talking ever
I know, like
since.
that's the problem. That's the problem. Pain, you're not being critical, boo. You're not like really thinking.
I mean, just because he's going on a world tour, I'm not going to ask him about every platform he's gone on
But
to.
you would think that he would ask, right? The nigga who actually has the audios,
That's
like
why
you would
I
think that,
contacted
right?
you.
And I we know that, but I'm asking you. You don't think that
I mean,
it would
because
be weird
like
about
I
a
said,
nigga
you've
who
been
got
seeming
access to me,
biased. You've
who
been
I'm on
seeming
good
like,
terms
you
with?
know, you're Team Chelsea.
That's a
And, you know, Vaughn
convenience.
was telling me earlier that you're not
If
for
I
him.
wasn't
The way
Team
that
Chelsea, why the fuck was
you
Vaughn on
are
my
putting him
platform?
out.
I wasn't Team Chelsea, right, when he had me on this podcast, right? I wasn't Team Chelsea then, right? I wasn't Team Chelsea, right, when he sent me his lease agreement last night, right? And wanted me to say to the people, and he sent me his utilities with his name and shit all on, his information all on it, because he wanted me to let the people know that he is an independent living ass nigga who was able to do it on his own. I was his friend then last night, right? Like, we was all fine last night, right?
But did you
I
put
was all
out any of that
trustworthy, right?
information?
I wasn't
This is
Team
the first
Chelsea
time
all
you're
this
saying
plan
that on
last
this
night,
platform.
right? So
That's
why
the
would he
first
not
time you're saying that on this
so why would he
platform,
not
that he's
consult?
independent, he could pay his own bills, all of his bills and his utilities are in his name. Chelsea painted him as a broke,
Vaughn is a
dumbass
narcissistic
nigga
ass
who
nigga.
couldn't pay his own bills. And
Right.
that
So
she was
then,
taking care of him.
why you? So
So
then
he
why
sends
come
you the
to me?
receipts and you don't
So
put them
why
out.
come to me? So why send me the receipts, bitch? You got a platform. Put it on your. Why you running to me to begin with? I'm Team Chelsea. Remember, I'm Team Chelsea. So why you?
At
So why
first,
you sending me the
he
receipt?
thought she was neutral.
In
And now
the
he's
first I thought,
realized
yeah.
that.
He just all of a sudden changed his mind as of 11 hours ago. Right. Just last night, honey.
Yeah.
All the receipts are in my inbox. All the utilities, all this bottom on the platform. How many times he done been on here? He been over there. Somebody who deals at CTV is so Team Chelsea.
All I can do is repeat what's in me.
All you can do is be fucking critical and make this nigga add and subtract properly.
You so upset, conscious, and that's the whole thing.
Yes,
why
because
you
you know
so
why?
upset?
I told you why I can't.
Why you so upset?
Because this wasn't just for me content. These niggas had me behind the scenes sorting this shit out. That's why I was on the phone with the nigga. I've been on the phone with the nigga every fucking day, trying to work all this shit out.
I think all of us have.
What y'all saw was only one part of the effort and the work, which was the part that played out on social media. All this shit was still going on when the live went off. All this diplomacy, all this trying to keep shit in order was going on outside of the net. And the fact that Vaughn literally knew the fact that I made him aware of these audios, told him why they were not going up, he was fine. Told him what the audios that were going up consisted of, he was fine. And the fact that him and Chelsea, he came to an agreement to leave her the fuck alone, to drop the bullshit, all of that. And then less than 11 hours later, after we do all that over the course of days, doesn't even consult with me, to just run to you with the drama. And then doesn't give a fuck about your platform, because he heard me say, like every other bitch who was in the stream heard me say, that I've been given orders, that I've been given a certain set of premises about these audios, and that if I see them outside of my Patreon, I will strike and I will motherfucking drag. And yet he doesn't give a fuck, because he's so consumed with himself that he says, oh, King Pain, put him up. Put him up. He wants to leak it to you. He don't want to do it on his fucking platform, because he ain't ready for that read and for that strike. But he didn't give a fuck about sliding it over to you after he already was aware that there were going to be consequences and repercussions, which is why you called me, because you also heard the sound off. And you said, well, girl, I heard you last night, girl. Okay. And Vaughn did too. And Vaughn did too. It doesn't give a fuck.
Okay, so when I played part 1 of the video and Tasha K jumped her ass up there and she mentioned the audio and whatever, said she was going to have Chelsea send it over to him. Did she say she wanted it put out for the public to hear it? Or did she say she wanted them to put it out behind a paywall? And chop and screw it? Because from what official King Pain is saying, wasn't no music or none of that shit going on during this argument. So that would mean music was edited into the video. chances is if music was edited into the video, then some things were also edited out of the video. So the video was what Chelsea wanted to put out in the way that Chelsea wanted it put out. Is how she wanted it to be heard. Is what I'm gathering from this whole argument. And why Von took his ass over to the official King Payne page to have it put out over there. Okay, K-Mac, I thought that's what she said. She never said she wanted people to have to pay to hear the audio. She just said put the audio out. I never heard Von say he wanted people to pay to hear the audio. I heard him say just put the audio out. So Chelsea is the one who wanted it behind the paywall. Which means to me, Chelsea is the one with the most to have. So again, Chelsea ain't no motherfucking victim in this situation. Not as much of a victim as she trying to be. So let's get back to this audio. Child, this is a mess. They should have just released that shit and let it lay where it was going to lay.
Period. I told her, I said, you do it. You do it. I said, after you do it, I'll make some commentary off of that. And
I would not have ever spent my time dealing with Von behind the scenes had I known he was an irrational, self-sabotaging, narcissistic ass fucking lunatic who had no interest in ever coming to peace. I would have never wasted my fucking time away from my man, a dick I can suck, a dick I can fuck, a family I could have been chilling with and relaxing with while I'm trying to get the drama down for this nigga who acting like he's so scared and he's so shook that motherfucker's trying to get him locked up and get him butt broken in the Fulton County jail again. If I would have known that the bitch wasn't serious about his safety and his sanity, I would have never wasted my motherfucking time to begin with. And I won't again. I won't. Whoever pressed the motherfucking gas on that ass, CTV won't be Super Saver hoe. CTV ain't gonna be the motherfucking shield and the intermediary and the motherfucking referee to a motherfucking hoe who don't want to be saved.
So after you've invested so much time and effort into reconciling their issues, why do you think that Von wants to move on and continue to pursue Chelsea?
You tell me, like, why?
I'm asking Von. I'm asking Von. I'm asking Chelsea. What is the end game? Like, what's going on?
I'm for real, King. Like, why do you think so? Chelsea, right? Like, Von is telling you that this girl is fucking with his, now this is what he's saying. She's fucking with his PO. Mm-hmm. She done pursued and got granted a protective order against him. So you ask me, why would a nigga be interested in inciting more drama with a female he already got drama with?
Well, I don't know, would you even want? To me that both of them are benefiting from this drama. I mean, Chelsea has her new mentorship program that she just put out on her platform.
What that got to do with Von, though?
Von has a new reality show coming up for the love of Von. I mean, all of this attention.
Oh, you're telling me that Von is interested in the clout
I think this all was a test run. I think they've all been blowing smoke up our ass. Chelsea, Von, Tasha, Storm, all of them. This is what Chelsea does. This is what Chelsea does. Chelsea comes up with narratives for Tasha to push. They're testing a narrative. Then they're seeing how much attention they can get. They want to make money. They're making money off of Von. Either way, whether he's in contract or out of contract, they're going to use Von to make money. That's the way I see it. I say, I feel like
Von don't have no clout.
I feel like
She-
they're all in on it. I'm
But
not
they're
taking
not,
nobody's
bro.
side.
I
It
can tell you
sounds
that they're
good.
totally not.
It
They're
sounds
totally
good.
not.
It
I
sounds good.
can tell you that they're
It
absolutely
sounds
not.
good.
Do
They
you
just got
think that
too
a
much.
nigga?
Too much has happened and
But
transpired.
you
And
know
once
that
you
the ankle
start
monitor
lying, you
on
got to
his,
keep on
but you know
lying.
that the ankle monitor on his ankle is activated and real. This nigga got real life issues. She got a real life protective order against him. This is not for play. If people don't fuck with the actual livelihood for play. This is real drama. That's why I'm disappointed in him, because he was aware of the way that we were going to close this chapter the fuck out, and he was 10 toes down in all of it. He matter of fact, let me see. This is the fuck shit. Let me tell you, Von was so grateful of how we were going to just roll everything to a conclusion that he even told me last night to tell Chelsea that he's sorry, that he apologizes. So the fact that he wakes up, act like he don't know, act like he not aware of the audios, act like he not aware of why the audios that are not going up are not going up, acting like he didn't know what the context of the audios that are up were, and then came to a whole fucking agreement over 2 fucking days to walk away from the bullshit, and even told me to tell this girl that he's fucking sorry and put a period on the end of the bullshit, and yet wakes up like a bipolar ass nigga does. Now I know that everything that happened between Storm, see, I had to take everybody's word for it initially because I wasn't in the situation. I wasn't in Kiwi Studios family. I wasn't at the Thanksgiving dinner table. I wasn't in the motherfucking Real World house in Atlanta. But now that I've been able to have an experience, my own experience with Von, and I get to move out of a narrative into an actual reality. Oh, I fucking get it. This nigga is fucking sick and immature and irrational and illogical. He literally wants.
But after listening to the audio, is Chelsea any better than Von?
Since you're an honest ass nigga and I'm an honest ass nigga, let's give an honest ass review of the audio.
Okay, absolutely. But is Chelsea, after you've listened to the audio already, after listening to the audio, is Chelsea any better than Von?
You said, is she any better than Von?
Yeah.
Oh, by far, because Chelsea ain't even burnt me. Chelsea has kept her motherfucking word. Chelsea has been
I'm talking about their guilt in this situation.
Now I gotta equate. Now I gotta include him shit. Now I gotta include him shitting on me into that shit. Von is full of shit, period. He can't get nothing positive out of me. He's full of shit. He showed his motherfucking horns. He played his motherfucking cards. He wasted my motherfucking time. He lied on me. He told you that he didn't have a conversation. He told you that there is no agreement. And see, this is why motherfuckers record motherfuckers. This is exactly why motherfuckers record motherfuckers. This is why they do it. This is why when I went on live last night and people was like, oh, she's recording. That's why I ain't even mad, because this is exactly why people have to record people. This is why. Because a motherfucking crazy ass motherfucking nigga can wake up and say, oh no, none of that happened. I never said, and I never did. And keep the bullshit up. And if he want the 4 audios that didn't go up, he gonna have to talk to Chelsea about that, because it's a no for me. For me, it's a no.
Von Ray just texted me. He said that he agreed. Okay, he said part of the agreement was that the audio be released and played for free.
There wasn't no motherfucking agreement about the audio being released. Why would the audio be released for free when Chelsea trying to close off the drama? So putting it in a members only or putting it in a Patreon was a way to contain the rest of the. No, I'm not, because he's fucking lying. How you gonna tell me to calm down to a nigga who's lying in my face? He's fucking lying. He's lying. And I'm gonna keep that same energy, Pain, because when he lied to Chelsea ass and acted like he was interested in her in a way that he wasn't, I kept my foot on his neck with the same energy. He's fucking lying, and I don't fucking appreciate it, because I wasn't playing no pity pat.
Why do you say that he acted like he was interested in Chelsea in a way that he wasn't?
Fuck Von. Now what? Now what? Do you want to review the audio? Because we can review the audio. It's no problem for me.
Absolutely.
It's no problem for me.
So we playing the audio?
Oh no, we're not playing it, but we're gonna listen to it and review it.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And when you want to pause, just tell me when to pause it, and then we can give a nasty piece of review at whatever increments. It's only 12 minutes long.
Hey, when we going over to the lituation?
Well, I mean, we can go over to the lituation whenever you want to go.
Well, you said.
I mean, we got fucking 2,000 motherfuckers in the building. So what you want to do over on the lituation? Like, you want to do the review over there? I mean, because we got a momentum going here.
Go ahead,
I don't mind going over to the lituation family, but honestly, I don't want to be turned up on your platform because I know people probably gonna take it as disrespect, and that's why I came on here saying that, girl, I'm on fire.
But just to let people know in the comments, me and Conscious, we cool. We turn
official. I'm pissed that Vaughn would literally even try, but see, even he knew what he was doing. The fact that he put two motherfucking friends up again, like, this shit is not by coincidence. Like, this shit is so intentional. Storm and fucking Tasha K.
So we're gonna stay over here
because of him.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna reschedule my live. We're gonna stay over here and do the review of the audio, and I'm gonna reschedule my live right now for later. But I only can stay here till about 7 my time, because I have an exclusive with infamous Sylvia on the Tasha K case directly after this live, y'all. Period. So make sure that you guys come over.
Mods, can y'all put Official King Pain's channel in the stream so people can know to go over there and subscribe and to give my boo a click and a view?
Period. Thank you.
Well, we can do it. I mean, I'm ready to review. I already got it loaded up, pulled up, ready to
Okay, I got it loaded too.
So on you do the countdown on 3, and then we'll let it play. And when you want to interject, you just let me know, and then I'll press pause. If I want to interject, I'll let you know, and we'll press pause, and then we'll give our commentary.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Von Ray said he didn't know we was friends.
Even though on the podcast, you literally said it in his face, Vaughn, me and Conscious friends. The boy is, it's just, I
don't think that, but I think that he's saying it as if, but I don't feel like he was trying to, he wasn't trying to come in between us or anything like that.
Like, you literally told this nigga we friends in front of 6,000 people, and he literally sitting there in your phone talking about he didn't know we was friends. I literally told Vaughn as well that me and the Official King Pain his friends. It's like, this nigga's just like, girl, okay, you girl, enjoy the ankle monitor. Enjoy it, because that is definitely that is officially your friend.
But I don't think you're reading too deep into it. I think that he just wants the truth to get out. Like, I think he's tired of people he just wants the public to come up with their own ideas. Everybody's saying this and everybody's saying that. If they feel like they got so much on them, put it out there and let the world decide. He's not hiding. He's not running.
No, he's hiding.
He's not scared.
He's scared. He's definitely
Hey, Linda.
Me every fucking night about getting choked off his motherfucking neck.
Definitely shook.
Definitely shook.
I mean.
Okay, so what video are you talking about, K-Mac? Because that comment just keep on coming back to me. What video did he call and was talking from jail? Because I may pull that up for some context from that too. I'm gonna need Kibi to clean up the mess at Kibi Studios.
I mean, Chelsea, as long as they feel like they got something out on him, they're gonna keep coming after him. Whatever they got,
the nigga just wants the attention. That's all that is about. The nigga just wants the attention because it's the only thing hot he got going behind his name. Nobody is here for Nobody's here for anything else, honey. He tried to put out a motherfucking flyer for a dating show. They dragged him so fucking bad in the comment section that I damn near called 911 and had
So y'all not applying for Von
emergency
Dating show.
because they dragged the fuck out of him. He deleted the post. That's how bad he got dragged.
So y'all not applying for Von Dating show. I know there's plenty of girls in the comments applying for Von Dating show. Okay, he got over 140 girls. Okay, that applied.
I know you lying. I know you lying.
When their time comes.
I know he lying. First off, I want to know, like, is this about to be some type of love after lockup type of dating show or some shit? How did he get a dating show? And I know they lying that 100 and something girls in already applied for this mess. Who is all right? You know what? I'm just about to leave this one alone. I'm just gonna sit back and cackle. I'm gonna leave that one alone. October 12th. All right, I'm about to go over there and look. We're gonna listen to some more of this foolery though. Dating show. Girl, all right.
I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, he got over 140 girls to apply for his reality show. I know somebody in these comments applied. And for the love of Von, who's trying out for his reality show? This bitch crazy said, I'm applying. Okay. And I know Queen Tulsa applying. And
Leo the Lioness is like, bitch, nah, baby. Leo the Lioness.
Somebody said, where the air mattress at? Where the air mattress at? Where the air mattress at? Okay.
Absolutely.
Somebody said it's a king size air mattress. And I know that's right. They said, where the air mattress at? Where the air mattress at? And for the love of King Von, okay? I'm here for it.
Canceled midway season.
I'm here for it. I'll watch. I'm definitely going. I said when you guys start filming this show, if you need somebody to help you pick the girls, I'll be good for you. You know, they always got somebody, when they do eliminations to help them like eliminate the girls. I'll be the one, either put on the Von Ray chain or the Von Ray crown or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put on give the what is it? The thing that they put around the damn ankle or the arm when they get married. Damn, I forgot what it's called. But yeah, whatever the little prop is, I'll be there to help them pick the girls. Yeah.
Well, he might need a bitch.
Because I'm gonna see through all the bullshit. I'm saying that bitch don't like you.
Well, he needs to choose a woman who got just as much baggage. It need to be bitches who are coming out of the federal penitentiary who got ankle monitors too. They can understand the struggle. And they can come up together and rebuild together. He needed to be with a bitch who is exactly on his level because it certainly was not Chelsea.
Somebody said, is it going on Zeus? No, it's going to be right here on YouTube. Right here on YouTube. Okay, and he's going to talk to me about it sometime today.
By bonding agencies across.
Yeah, and he's going to, because I was like, oh, who's producing this? Like, where are you getting the funding from? And he's going to tell us all about his producers and the funding and stuff on my show sometime today. Yeah, so make sure you guys come and check it out and hear all about the show For the Love of Von Ray. Mm-hmm.
Okay, girl. On to these audios.
Somebody said Von after lockup, and that sounds like another show.
That could be a spin-off. That's the follow-up, honey.
Okay.
Let's go.
I know that's right. He said, I got a show for your ass. Von after lock up.
Von, my 600-pound baggage.
And my.
So let's do it, King. I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready. You ready to press start?
Yes. You you do the countdown.
On a one, and a two, and a three. Why is it playing?
Oh, God, see. Girl, get your Boost Mobile together. Where you at? I'm on 5 seconds.
Is you? Well, you know, half of the motherfucking audio is silent too.
None of this audio is edited.
Girl, please. I know some idiot. Who put the motherfucking Crime Stopper music in the background?
I did.
That's called editing.
The music that was appropriate, some first 48 ass music. Is we gonna have to start over? Oh yeah, of course the Official Campaign is promoting Vaughn. That's exactly why Vaughn ran to him and didn't even give me the time of day. Didn't even give me a ring-a-ding-dang, honey, to even consult with me about nothing, honey. Just ran to he knew was King Vaughn, honey, because that's
well,
how
the way I see it is he knows that, you know, I don't fuck with Tasha K and them. So he knew that he could come over here.
And y'all calling me biased, but yeah, you just said
that I don't get up on my channel and tell motherfuckers that I'm neutral.
He don't fuck with Tasha either, right?
I don't never lie about the people I don't fuck with.
It's about lying. It's about the fact that y'all got a common enemy. So that means you're biased. He chose you because you're biased. That's why he didn't give me a call. He gave you a call.
He's been calling you, girl. Y'all was on the phone with each other all night.
Exactly. So why
you dropped the ball? Don't be mad at me.
So why he couldn't approach the throne? So why he
dropped the ball, girl?
Why he couldn't approach the throne? He can always approach the bench. So approach the throne. Approach the throne. I'm ready, child. I'm ready.
Girl, what part of this damn audio is you on?
We can go listen to the whole thing. It's only 12 minutes. It's only 12 minutes. We can press play and just listen until the one of us just be like, oh, there you go. There's something to.
So, what I just listened to is Von Ray saying, if I
wait,
lied
so how you gonna play we're supposed to play it at the same time, so I know what you're hearing. What did you? Okay, go ahead. Let's explain it.
This is not going to work like that.
It is.
You need to just play a portion of it play a portion of it for the people. For people can promote. For you can promote your Patreon, so people can just buy it and go listen to it.
Wait, but y'all already talking shit about the fact that it's in Patreon.
I mean, but maybe if they heard a little bit of it, they will be more encouraged to go and pay for it.
Okay, boss, put the Patreon. Can y'all post the Patreon, child? So what did you just hear, King?
I heard the part about Vaughn saying, if I lie about something, I don't lie to make other people look bad.
I'm listening. I'm pulling it up myself. Let's see.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's the beginning part with all the SVU music. Okay.
Okay, but did you hear what followed followed that statement?
No, I thought we was listening and pausing.
So now, okay, so where you at on the audio? I'm on 33 seconds. You all the way down, a whole 2 blocks away.
I'm at the part where he says everybody lies. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Everybody lies.
Okay, so that's that. So that was something that stood out to me. Was he sitting here saying that there's nothing wrong with certain types of lying and that everybody lies and that it's okay to lie except for under.
Okay, so I paused this video for a second because I want to pull up and listen to this video from Chelsea 3 months ago. Right quick.
Where's my lip gloss? Okay. I know it's on a slant, but you gotta Why is so many coming out? Okay, so today I'm gonna do a little vlog on what I'm doing today. One of my biggest clients is in town, none other than Miss Tasha K, along with Tasha K. Her flight touched down at 9 a.m. this morning. And she called me yesterday at 1 a.m. to ask if I would pick her up from the airport, which I was cool with because she was coming in through LaGuardia. I don't live too far from LaGuardia. However, unbeknownst to me, she asked me to go to
Okay, so let me fast forward it in.
She asked me to go to a department store to buy her sister-in-law.
Around what time is the time stamp where
like,
she started talking about it?
And I was just
where
like,
he jump on.
It's Sunday, and you think that I'm going to be able to pick you up by 9 and make it to a store.
She just picked up the phone.
Hold on. Hello?
Like a waist belt because I left mine in my other bag and it's in Miami. Otherwise, we won't be able to take no pictures.
You lost your little bit of weight. You lost your little bit of weight, and now you trying to
8 minutes. All right.
Oh my God.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I need one of them tight, gold, thick waist belts.
I only have gold chain belts.
Because I have a round belt.
I only have a gold. Can you FaceTime me? Can you FaceTime?
Hold on, let's do it.
I'm actually vlogging right now.
Let's see.
To bring one, and I came downstairs, got in the car, and I totally forgot that I didn't bring it. So, good thing that she called. So I'm gonna go run upstairs, get the jacket, and then I'm gonna be back. We're gonna pick up Tasha. She's gonna pick out which perfume I'm gonna wear, and then we're gonna go to the baccarat, and she'll tell me how to develop my YouTube. I brought all my camera equipment, my extra camera equipment with me, so that her husband Shaq can put it together and edit it, and so my videos that I do months, and then when we get past that, then we're gonna move to South Carolina with his kids.
First of all, I'm not a felon. I've never been convicted of any crime. Let's make sure I'm still.
Okay, he's on the phone right there.
Who does she live up there with?
Her uncle, but he works, so she's with the baby by herself.
Later.
Hold on, babe.
Yeah, bye, baby.
You not gonna say hi to Vaughn?
Who is Vaughn?
Holy shit.
Don't do him like that. Don't do my baby daddy like that.
No, you caught me off guard with that. I didn't know.
I told you I was on the
This
phone.
is a conflict of interest, so I'm not saying hi.
All right, I'm gonna holler at you.
This is fraternizing with the guests.
Girl, this is my baby daddy. We getting married. We moving to South Carolina and shit. What are you?
Can't travel. He's a felon.
He is a felon, but we're gonna live in Atlanta for a couple months, and then when we get past that, then we're gonna move to South Carolina with his kids.
First of all, I'm not a felon. I've never been convicted of any crime. Let's make sure I'm still innocent until proven guilty.
Okay.
We're not recording the phone line, okay?
I'm like, you can't get no passport. All them little trips you like to go to St. Martin.
We're working that out. I already found for his passport. His passport is in the mail. I'm gonna pick it up on Thursday.
And Vaughn, I'm sorry to tell you, they about to revoke.
Child, this is.
I'm picking it up. I'm picking up this thing.
Goddamn, why you trying to kick a nigga while he down? I am in jail, buddy.
I'm just saying, it's just better to just get it over with. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. That R. Kelly.
He not gonna have no R. Kelly child.
Girl, you was prepared to be his baby mama and everything.
You want to bring everybody to Atlanta.
No,
you just want to have a village. You talking about R. Kelly. You trying to start a concubine.
I was fortunate enough.
Is it called a concubine?
Well, we playing it tonight.
When people start a cult and they live all together.
No, she's going to be here till November. That is Shaq's brother's wife.
I see, K-Mac. You going to have to keep me updated.
This is Shaq's brother's wife.
And where's the brother?
In Mali. He couldn't come.
What? African men just drop off kids in America and they just don't pick them up? That's one thing about my baby daddy. He pick up his kids.
She got pregnant several.
Tasha, did you get my letter?
What letter?
Why are you writing me letters? This is a conflict.
What did you write her?
How you was doing? God damn.
Oh,
Mom, you could have had Chelsea.
You know how Cobb County is. We ain't got no TV.
Please write me back. He's like, please write me back. Cobb County had a TV when I was in there. Oh, they didn't have a TV.
Exactly.
Shaq asked, how long are you going to be in there?
That nigga, goddamn, I was fucked up, Tasha. I was in here with no lotion, and you ever wash with Dow soap and didn't have no lotion, my nigga?
That shit is itchy.
Oh my God. Talking about some dry skin.
Country. So I am here with Tasha Key, and so she is going to pick out which perfume that I should wear. This is from Joyce.
You is playing with me. You is playing with me. Oh my God. All right. She was willing to be baby mama and all of that. And now y'all got this shit going on.
This circumstance. And I'm thinking to myself.
Well, he said that he would never lie to make somebody else look bad. Like he's not going to make up something on somebody else. He don't create false narratives. False narratives on other people. That's what he don't like. And he said that time and time again that he does not like the fact that Chelsea does that. She creates false narratives on other people for Tasha K. And that's why he said that he wanted to distance himself, if you guys remember that.
The problem with that statement, though, King, is that once you admit that you are okay with lying, you can't then, you don't have no credibility as the person who can be seen as telling.
Okay, so wait, it was more to it while they was at the restaurant? All right, let me see then. Let's play it just a little bit more then.
I'm going to read which perfume I have.
Can you text for your car?
Can I text for my car?
In Atlanta, we can text them until our car. Oh, y'all don't have that service in your car?
So this is powdery. Its notes are orange blossom, hawthorn, of course, vanilla, and it's inspired by Tom Ford's Take E Dirt Soul. So Tasha, I want you to smell this. So this is the perfume. This is the first one that Tasha's going to smell. She's going to let me know if she likes it. Okay. Okay, just smell it and tell me which one do you like. You don't like that one? Okay, so the next we have is, hold on, the Florental Brown Sugar. It's inspired by YSL. So, okay, here you go. You like this one? Yeah. Oh, okay, give it back. So Tasha chose Florental Brown Sugar. She's embarrassed that we are doing this. However, she messed up my vlog in the car, so we couldn't do it in the car, so we have to do it here. So that's like.
So what can I tell you about this?
Fabulous.
My story is longer than yours.
All right, so I just dropped Tasha off to the airport.
Okay, I ain't see the rest of the note. What's going on here?
In Baccarat. Baccarat is expensive, but when I tell you they pour the bottle in whatever, I had a gin martini.
Okay, yeah, no. We gonna finish
and Tasha had a margarita
with King Payne and Conscious TV.
telling the truth when it comes to certain situations. So you want to tell me, well, I'm gonna lie to you about A, B, C, D, F, and G, but I'm not gonna lie to you about H.
She wasn't. I was wondering why she kept on looking at her
and finesse lying and weaponize lying to your convenience, and then also
her face when she pulled them perfume bottles out.
As an honest and terrible person, when it's in this context and capacity, like the fact that Von said that shit and literally it made sense to him. He literally said it so suave. Like he just knew he was being a philosopher, honey. Like he knew he was pulling up. He knew he was pulling out Galatians 9 and 10, honey. He just let that damn sunken place psychology, that damn county jail psychology just roll right on out. Like he was just speaking from Olympus. Like, are you fucking okay, Von? Oh, it's okay to lie.
I feel like the reason he was talking to Chelsea
I
like
don't
that,
lie
because
like this, but I
Chelsea-
do lie like that. Like, girl.
I feel like Chelsea was pressuring
a
him
lot, and I feel like
a lot, and I feel like
I'm being Sean Bush's
you have to
Linda.
talk to her in those ways.
Okay, so now you making an excuse, right? Okay.
No, because
you don't see all of that.
because
All of that
her
ain't in
point
the
of view is very her point. She's very immature. She's very immature. That's why he wants you guys to play
But
the
you don't
audio
think
so the
he is,
people
though?
can hear it.
But you don't think he is? Is he immature? Is
I
he
feel
immature
like he
too?
felt immature even dealing with her, which is why he did not why he chose to walk away.
Very clever response. Do you feel he's immature as well?
I feel like him entertaining all of this.
Oh my God, today. My God, today.
I feel like I feel like it's all bullshit. I'm telling you, like why are you still entertaining this? Like, I'm not dumb. Like, all of y'all is playing all of us. Like, I feel like this is all some bullshit that Chelsea came
I
up
don't know if
with.
it's good that we review, girl, because I think review this gonna expose you. Y'all
I feel like this
you
is
might not
all
need to
the
review this
bullshit that they
thing.
came up with to trend the internet. And Tasha K and them have done it several times before. I've exposed them doing it on my channel several times before. So it's not unlike them to come up with these narratives to trend the internet and make money. Even Tasha K admitted under oath in court, okay, that she does things, okay? She will put out a lie for clicks and views. Money. That is why Chelsea works for Tasha K.
But
to create stories so that she can make money. Chelsea was not monetized before all of this. Chelsea is now monetized. It's for the money. Like, people are not getting that. That's going over everybody here. Why are we still talking about this? It's like we all telling the same story over and over and over different ways. And the only motherfucker with any receipts, okay, which is why I somewhat feel Von Ray is Von Ray. Von Ray, every time I've spoken with him, have provided me with some sort of receipt. I go and I listen to Chelsea speak, Tasha K speak, Storm Monroe speak. It's all hearsay. These are the only receipts that they have sent you.
No, it's not. I just said that 6 audios were sent to me, and there are 4 that I'm definitely not going to publish on my platform.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And I thought,
Receipts that we're never gonna see.
I made a decision.
Receipts that we're never going to see. It's typical Tasha K. Typical Tasha K.
But let me
lies
say this.
And more lies. We're never going to see the receipts. Only you know.
Pain. Here was also what's funny to me, and this is what I'm talking about. You literally are keeping your foot on Tasha K's neck because you believe she's a liar, but you also have okay,
she admitted
fine.
it in open court.
Okay, fine.
She perjured herself
Okay,
she may go to jail.
I get King, I get it. I fucking get it. But my point is, I just find it interesting that if you can see and call out the unholy spirit of lying that clearly in Tasha, but you're not able to, but you don't have nothing to say about Vaughn, who just admitted in his audio.
I said that Vaughn is lying with their ass. I said that they all are in on it together. They all are benefiting from it. Don't you see how Chelsea is benefiting? Chelsea has a mentorship program, and she just got on these YouTube streets. Vaughn has a reality show. What the fuck is going on? Like, that's weird to me. Like, we didn't know these people 3 weeks ago. We didn't know these people 3 weeks ago. We only know them because of Tasha K. And now Chelsea has a mentorship program. Von Ray has a reality show.
I'm in my bag like
That's a good point. That's the same question I asked. Actually, How the fuck do he got a damn reality TV show? Nigga, who is you? Like, you ain't got the tether off your goddamn on ankle yet. But they giving you a TV show. So, all right. They gonna stop playing with us. I feel like they playing in our faces at this point. I'm gonna need this shit to stop.
Everybody else.
You can get your bag by being. I mean,
neutral.
Like I
am.
Like I do.
Neutral
By,
like I do.
Just by dealing with
I'm being
all
neutral.
sides, but
If Chelsea called me, I would listen to her side. If Tasha called me, I'll probably listen. I'll probably give her hell on that phone call. But I would listen to her side. And I will require them to send me receipts. Okay, they're not just gonna tell me shit. Von Ray sends receipts. That's what I will say.
So does Tasha K and Chout say.
Okay, but the receipts that Von sends, you could publish them.
Von ain't the one in control.
Unedited.
Von ain't in control. Those are not his receipts. They're Chelsea's.
Okay, I'm just saying. And they're
He can
manufactured.
put up with Chelsea. He can put up with Chelsea. And once again, he was okay with what went up and what didn't go up because he understood. He understood. He understood the assignment.
My chat is so petty. My bad. Oh my God, my chat is so damn petty. Y'all is talking about the Crisco versus the lotion. Lord Jesus. Look, I don't think nobody else in the world is pouring Crisco on them besides Charisma. I will hope. Ain't nobody out here oiling the fuck up with cooking grease. I'm not about to play with y'all. Y'all not about to get me off focus. Y'all not about to get me off topic. Back to this video.
Honey. But I just find it funny that you ain't got shit to say about this nigga admitting that line, that he lies, everybody lies, it's okay to fucking lie. He just don't lie the way that Chelsea fucking lied, but nonetheless he fucking lies. And you ain't had no nail to put in his mouth.
He's admitted that.
You ain't I want you to keep that same energy that you just had for Tasha, and I want you to apply that same heat to the fact that Von is a self-admitted fucking liar. He lies.
No, he said that he don't like the way that Chelsea lied. He said that he don't like the way that Chelsea lied, and that's why he can't deal with Chelsea. He don't like what she does to celebrities, and he knows that it's only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time before she takes her evil tactics that she uses, that she's employed to use over there with Tasha K. Okay, Cardi B called a demon.
What do you think about this?
Okay.
What do you think
And
about
he knew that it was only a matter of time before she started doing those things and creating stories about him. And he's already gone through this. He's already gone through all of this.
So you don't find it weird that Von is the one who keeps going through all of this for some reason? You think he's really fucking innocent?
I don't find it weird that he ended up. I don't feel like it's weird that he ended up in Tasha K's clinches. I don't feel like it's weird that he ended up in the Kiwi's
She
claw.
didn't get a temporary order granted for no reason. Clearly, the judge found proper.
I think the Kiwis preyed on him. I think Tasha K and them preyed on him. They knew that he needed help. They knew that he had just lost everything.
We ain't talking about Tasha. We talking about Chelsea.
They preyed on him. Chelsea too. She ain't nothing but a low class.
The judge also got to be
paid
situation and find justification.
And I said it. I motherfucking said it. Period. He had only been out of jail for a month and a half.
And that was his motherfucking problem for being in jail.
We're gonna be talking about this longer. We have been talking about this longer than Chelsea and Von have even been in a relationship.
Why the fuck is
We
a
have been talking about
29-year-old
this
ass
longer than
nigga
Chelsea and Von have
in
even
jail
been in
to
a
begin with?
relationship. They
Why
wasn't
is
even
a
in no
29-year-old ass
relationship.
man in jail to begin
They
with?
wasn't even in no
Why a 29-year-old
relationship.
ass man didn't have a career out here to be built for
They
himself?
wasn't even in no
Why the fuck was
relationship.
he
Why are we
caught up
still
in some
talking
bullshit
about
to
this?
begin with?
They all
How
trash
old do we
all the
have
way
to
across
be
the
to
board.
finally be old enough?
Period.
How
They
old
not
do we have
fooling
to
me.
be to be old enough?
I will not be fooled. I will not be
You
fooled.
already
They
have
will
been
not fool
fooled.
me.
It's the light skin juice that's dripping all over you. Light
Girl,
skin juice
please.
done got a hold of you.
Girl, please.
Ankle monitor love done got a hold of you, boo.
And, but you was rocking them to sleep last night.
Well,
and
don't do me, do Jesus. Don't do me, do Jesus, honey.
Yes,
That's
I
the
did.
past.
Ooh.
And that's how I know you falling for it.
Girl, please. Girl, where we at on this tape? We done forgot all
We
about
can press
this shit.
play because I think we both around the same time. Okay, let's press play.
Ooh.
Let's press play.
Ooh. Okay, we can stop right there.
Okay.
So he said that when you go to somebody, and then she was cutting him off, and she was like one person. So what he was saying is that, you know, she was going to people leaking the story. She went to Wiley to leak the story, and that's what she means by one person. She's like one person, and you know, something that Von Ray hates. Okay, he hates to be cut off. Okay, and she cut him off.
And he
Okay,
also has
and
a
he was
hard time. But to your point, he also has a hard time listening because he didn't even let me damn near complete a sentence when he first came on my platform. Overtalked everybody. Nobody could even finish a damn sentence. That's why a motherfucker got to scream and yell at his motherfucking ass. I understand what Chelsea going through because I was introduced to that same energy from Vaughn, and so was every other woman who clicked the link to talk to Vaughn. Was cut off, interrupted, couldn't even get 5 seconds into their thought before but listen to me, ma'am. Listen to me. You got to listen to me. Listen. Yeah. So he's exhausting to deal with. He brings out the impatience in anybody because he doesn't allow he doesn't practice any patience himself. And we're listening, guys.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, so Chelsea was the one who leaked the story to the blogs, and you know, he didn't like that. So that's where the conversation starts off. Conversation starts off with him telling her that, you know, he doesn't like the way that she lies, and he doesn't like the way she creates false narratives, and he doesn't like the fact that she went to the blogs. Okay. And she said, I went to one person. She cut him off, and he said, if you could not cut me off and allow me to explain. He's very calm in the audio. Chelsea is the one being aggressive.
No, but hold on, because we got to set the proper context for this. This is in the middle of the night because, see, what y'all got is audio. I actually saw the visual. Chelsea is in her room in the dark, minding her business on her computer. Vaughn gets up, comes into her private space with all this fuck shit. So she's really accommodating him, and she shouldn't be. Because I would have picked up a goddamn shovel and knocked his ass down to the goddamn first floor and went to sleep peacefully.
Okay, I'm confused.
He woke up, came into her space. With the fuck shit in the middle of the night.
I'm confused. Didn't they always say it was an audio? Where did the visual come in at? I don't remember them saying that the recording was a video. I thought it was always an audio. See, it's a lot of BS in this damn story.
Tonight. That's why you even hear her saying, you woke up in the middle of the night to come here with this. She's literally in her fucking room in the dark on her laptop. Oh, that's blotched out though, because I put a whatchamacallit over it. And we're listening, you guys. And also, you guys, at this point, in the first part of the audio, they're living in their own place now. Or they're living in Chelsea's place at this point.
That the place that Chelsea got for Von Ray.
Nah, that they got together.
No, Chelsea. Where's Chelsea at right now? Didn't you say she was in New York?
Yeah.
Chelsea live in New York. She got a place in New York.
And she got a place in Atlanta.
But she got the place in Atlanta for Von Ray. Didn't she read those letters she sent?
But Von Ray told us that he was the one who agreed to leave. So
But
he let
Chelsea
it
was
go.
the one telling him in jail that she was gonna get them a place.
And she did. That's why they were in the
Okay,
place.
so she got that place for Von Ray.
The place is in her name. That's why Von had to
But
leave.
don't do that, like, cause don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't go. You knew that he didn't have nothing when you met him.
According to
you
Von,
volunteered to go and get that place so that he'll
no.
have a place to stay, and
He
so that
didn't.
he'll have a place to put on his probation.
Von
And then you
was
threw
in
him
a
out onto the
hotel,
street.
King
Then you
Payne,
tried to
before
tell
he
no.
even moved
And
in
Chelsea
with
paid for that
Storm.
hotel.
He could have
Chelsea
stayed where
paid
he
for that
was
hotel.
if he was fine. Like he made the
Chelsea
choice
picked him
to
up
move
and
in
paid for
with
the hotel
Storm.
and
And
volunteered
then he made
Storm
the choice
Town.
to also move in with a woman he wasn't even getting along with. If you let Von tell it, he wasn't interested
It was
in
an
Chelsea. He
opportunity.
wasn't
He
making
had
love
just
to
got out of
her. He
jail.
wasn't
His dad
touching
had just
her.
paid his
He wasn't
bail,
trying to
and this
curve. So
woman is
then
offering
why
to get him a
continue
place.
on?
His dad has just paid his bail, and this woman is
Because
offering to get
Chelsea
him a
was
place.
going to get a
It
place
was an
regardless.
opportunity.
Because she's in Atlanta. She was going to get a place regardless. So it was just convenient
Chelsea
for her
was
to meet her.
being dumb. Chelsea's a fucking idiot. Okay.
How? It's her
She
place.
presented this man with an opportunity, and he took it. Now she mad about it.
Nah, she didn't.
She was being
Tasha
fucking dumb. She got that place.
Tasha wanted
for
to look
Von.
out for Von because of his living situation, and
she knew about the ankle monitor, and she knew about the probation, and she allowed him to put his probation at that house and then put him out, expecting him to go back to jail. So what he did was get another place in the same building, bigger than Chelsea's place, and that cost more than Chelsea's place, so that he would not go back to jail. All he has to do is change the unit number. So he still stays at the same address that he paroled to, or probation to, or whatever. And
no, he doesn't. He had to change his whole fucking address. He had to do a whole address change for the parole, and that came out of his own mouth.
Yeah, the address is the same. He just had to change the unit number.
So when he's saying that she's trying to get him locked up, what he's talking about is when she went for her protective order against him, obviously she had to get him served. So
What she's scared of? Because he didn't go back to jail like she wanted him to.
But see, that's the shit that I didn't.
She was the one recorded him without his consent.
That's the shit that I'm not going to get into because that's the shit I didn't want to get into.
He should be getting a protective order against her.
Well,
that's an invasion of privacy.
Ain't nothing stopping Von from doing whatever he got to do. He got rights just like Chelsea do. He got rights just like her. Ain't nothing stopping him from doing whatever he got to do. It don't make sense to move into the same building as a motherfucker who you
call if that's where your probation is.
Because you hear him in the audio saying that, why are you lying on me? So why the fuck? If
you can't just up and move on probation, you can't just change your address.
If you toxic ass relationship, why would you want to live a floor or two below the like? It makes no God given. It don't make sense, Kane. It don't even make sense to Von's fans when he said it on his podcast. You saw the chat was like, "What, Von, move!" Like it makes.
Okay, the more I thought about the whole moving situation, it do make sense for him to move to a different floor so that he would not have to change and go through all that bullshit with his parole officer and possibly land in a halfway house. So it did kind of make sense to stay in the building but switch to a different floor if he was ejected from the apartment. But at the same time, it would still be very uncomfortable to be living in the same vicinity as someone that I'm having issues with. I'm not gonna lie, I've moved to a whole different city just to get away from my ex. I'm not even about to play these games by living in the same building. But I can understand why he did it, seeing as though his probation or parole situation, if that makes sense.
It makes sense for nobody. It ain't no sense in it. It's just not. It's just not.
Yeah, I just don't blame Von. The place that they're staying, like, and I asked Von, I said, well, because what
it's still a change of address, K-Mac, but it's not a drastic change. It's not like he has to leave the building to switch locations. He could just jump on the elevator and switch his location. So really, technically, it's not a full address change. It's just an apartment change, if that makes sense.
Chelsea told him when he was in jail, you know, about helping him get on his feet and get into place and all of that. I said, well, since you've been out of jail, you've been to like 2 different places. You stayed at Storm House. You said that, you know, with Chelsea, now you have your own place. I said, would you say that she helped you get on your feet? And he said, you know, I can't even take that from her. She did help me get back on my feet. I said, so then what the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, why both of you two can't just go your separate ways?
If she's in the wrong, why the fuck would he tell me to tell her that he apologizes? Because the last time he had a whole conversation.
Nobody's pointing the finger. It's not nobody's in the
no,
the
Vaughn
only thing she's
is.
in the
Vaughn
wrong
is
about.
no,
is
Vaughn is pointing the finger.
Not
He's
taking any
pointing the finger.
accountability for her position in all of this.
What's the position?
She was out here tricking.
What's the position?
She was out here tricking. That's what she did. She offered to get a place for this man fresh out of jail who could not afford the place because he does not and did
Vaughn
not.
was
Well,
in a
he
hotel
did not have no
room
job.
upon getting out of- No. See, you clearly have missed out on some things because your light-skinned ankle monitor friend said that where he was before he moved in with Storm was fine.
The
hotel.
hotel.
Hey, Queen.
He
also doubled down and said that he had family in Atlanta that he could have stayed with. So nobody took advantage of Vaughn. Vaughn claimed he had options. Vaughn claimed he was fine where he was. Vaughn made a choice to be in a situation because he just thought it was obvious come up.
I mean,
and who's going to not
make a
take the come
choice?
up?
They both
If you
made
done
a
lost-
choice. They both. Vaughn is willing to
All
take
Vaughn gotta
accountability
do-
for his actions. Y'all just won't put out the fucking story the
The
right way.
honest truth is that it's okay to say I lost everything by being locked up for 3 months. Of course, I had a fucking mogul who has resources and a platform and has clout. It was obviously a good situation for me to rebuild upon. So I took Tasha up on the situation.
But not only
They
that,
didn't
I mean,
manipulate him.
that's probably
And
that
Tasha
probably
only
was Vaughn
helped him
thinking at
because
that time.
Chelsea-
But Tasha's case thinking at that time was Vaughn is light skinned, attractive, and he once was very popular on YouTube. I'm going to use him. And I'm going to give him the Storm Monroe package. I'm going to put him in a 360 deal, and I'm going to make money off of this
Tasha
light-skinned
literally
nigga.
didn't- You heard
Tasha K and Shekna produced the light-skinned nigga podcast. They came up with the name. They came up with the thumbnails and the imagery. Like, that was all Tasha K in
You
there.
heard Chelsea say to him that Tasha never even fucking liked you. And then Tasha came on the platform and said she never even liked Vaughn. She only tolerated Vaughn because of Chelsea's affection for Vaughn. She don't feel Vaughn is talented. She did not think Vaughn was a good pick for Chelsea, but Chelsea was a grown-ass woman. She was asphyxiated on him, and so she put her feelings aside and supported
Was that when she was denouncing him? Because you know Tasha has a way with words. We can't even use anything Tasha say. She done perjured herself in
because
court.
the audio
She's a documented liar. You can't even
No.
tell me. You can't use nothing that Tasha K said. You can't use Tasha K's testimony as evidence, okay? Because she's a known and documented liar, okay? What Tasha
we can back Chelsea up in this
Tasha
case.
up.
I mean,
That's a fact too. Tasha did perjure herself in court. And she has openly admitted on her own platform that she will release a false story if it's sent to her, especially if it was about Cardi B. So he's not lying when he says she's a liar. Like, the only thing I say that was proven to be true and accurate information was the R. Kelly situation that she did, and that's because she was getting actual information from a corrections officer. And then it was, I think, Nene's situation. But other than that, it's still a toss-up on the rest of her stories as to if they're going to actually be a true story or if she put a spin on it, because Tasha K is known for spins.
You hear him in the audio say he don't like Tasha, but yet he's living up in a place that she helped them to get. Yet he's living off of her mentee, who is her connect, and yet he's stating that he never liked her. So you're using her just like your letters, your jailbird letters, and all of that shit to Chelsea was about usury. Von saw this whole situation as an opportunist, and unfortunately, he ended up coming into contact with people who really was trying to help him while he was being a fucking snake ass nigga.
Honestly, for somebody so booked and busy, Chelsea got way too much motherfucking time on her hands to be even keeping up with a nigga in prison.
Well, so does Von. He got way too much shit to be doing than to worry about.
All you got is time in jail.
Yeah, time to think, time to pray, time to focus
on
the
write.
Time to
write. She's sitting up here writing niggas letters.
I don't believe he is. I just believe he upset about this shit. But he put himself in the middle of it.
Plus per year.
That was his way out.
You're not getting it. You're not getting it. They're duping you, bro. They're duping you.
Why was he not on the phone with Jeffree Star? The nigga with the bag. The nigga with the bag. That should have been the nigga that should have been fucking with him. That should have been his support. That should have been his homie.
She's not who she really says she is.
His way out. Why he had to
all
rely
of that
on
for
little
Tasha
old
K?
Chelsea?
If she's doing all that for Tasha K, why she can't do it for herself?
What you mean? Why she can't do it? She's doing it. She's doing it. She did it. She the one who had the resources to help Von out, not the other way around. Like this all, like Von only had a cushion because of everything that Chelsea had access to. These are not, Storm and Tasha are not Von's resources. They're Chelsea's. What do you mean?
Storm don't even like Chelsea.
Exactly. He did it for Tasha, not for Chelsea. And Tasha did it for Chelsea.
I laugh every time he say Storm don't even like Chelsea.
I don't know. I just want you to just don't take their word for it.
You
it
should
seems
be
like you're
standing
so
up.
out.
No, you should be standing up for me, and you're not. Okay, that boy, you allowed that boy to call you today, and you never even clocked him and said, "Why would you not afford Conscious the opportunity to like?"
You're making it up. You're making it up, and you're doing that thing again. Okay, that Chelsea and them do.
Oh,
okay.
What am I doing?
You're lying. Okay, you're motherfucking lying. I called you. Okay. I called you, okay, and that's why we're here.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it to answer this one. Chelsea didn't make that up. That happened. I mean, the Jeffree Star stuff happened before his interaction with Chelsea, and Jeffree Star actually did come out and expose that he did some shit. Or was that the other guy? Who stole his bag? But I do know LaToya Forever did speak about Vine and Jeffree Star too. So I don't think Chelsea made that up. I don't think we can blame that one on Chelsea. But who stole Jeffree Star bag? Was it Vine or was it the other guy? Because I keep on getting them confused. Oh, with the Mr. 2 weeks? Oh, okay. Now that I don't know. I can't say if she made that up or not. Because I even had to look up and look into who this Mr. 2 weeks is. So I don't know. She could have made that up. Especially since it was already out there that it was a situation between Vine and Jeffree Star. She could have made that up, but it's been going around, from what I heard, it's been going around a lot about Mr. 2 weeks himself, that he's been doing some shit himself. I'm trying to say it without saying it, but it's a mess. Okay, I'm just going to say that. And I don't think that she made that shit up.
Why you keep going to call me? My question is always, you did not check Vaughn
about him not calling me. Why you didn't say to him, why you didn't consult with CTV? Have you even spoken to CTV?
I did, and we agreed that I was gonna call you. That's what we came up with because he was calling. He called somebody else.
Why would you have to call me? Vaughn was just on the phone with me less than 12 hours ago.
See, that's something that you're gonna have to ask Vaughn about. I don't know what y'all was talking about last night when you was
told
in
you, but I told you, and but the point is, we are fine. Me and Vaughn are fine. There was no reason for him not to be able to call me. He didn't call me because he didn't want an honest reviewer. He wanted someone that he felt would be completely Team Vaughn. He knew that you would see the audio and you would make an excuse for his line like you did. Oh, well, he's not really lying. He just did it, and he did and you ain't even trying to say that. Hold him to the same standard that you're holding Tasha.
No, that's what you're doing for Chelsea. That's what you're doing for Chelsea.
A whole soliloquy about Tasha being a liar, and yet this man admitted in his audio
she is. She is. You can't even use. See. If that's what you're using as evidence, then we know that you're off to the wrong start. Okay, because Tasha K lies. That's
Von Ray, really? King Von Ray, really? You think
Von Ray? Even you said Von Ray has been sending you receipts.
Receipts that have nothing to do with the plight against him.
Receipts has everything to do with it because
nobody cares about your lease. Boo! Nobody cares that your name is on a lease.
They said
Vaughn cares that people care.
Go back to when this all first started. When they first started dragging him, they said that he had bad credit. He cannot afford his own place.
I'm just asking you this question.
They said he cannot afford his own car.
So why is a 30-year-old man concerned about the frivolous?
So how is it that he has his own place? Not only does he have his own place, but his place is bigger than Chelsea and costs more than Chelsea.
Okay, now what King Payne just said is also true again. Those receipts did matter because they were out here saying, and myself included, okay? I'm not going to disinclude myself, and I still call him a broke nigga. I don't give a damn. But she did say that he had bad credit. He couldn't afford nothing. Everything was in Chelsea's name, and that everything was Chelsea's. So that was said. So those receipts about his name being on his lease and things did matter in that aspect. Now, the argument with him and Chelsea, that's the part where it don't matter. But in the rest of it, it did matter. So he should have shown those receipts.
He has his own car.
Why would a 30-year-old man be concerned about those frivolous opinions? Why? He's a grown man.
He wants to make sure that the right narrative is put out.
To get over himself. Tell Vaughn
that's the wrong narrative. That narrative is incorrect.
Tell Vaughn to grow the fuck up. Like, I'm sure Vaughn got he got a heavy
load.
Stop
editing the narrative. Stop cutting off the narrative.
He need to stop living the narrative. Tell him to stop living the narrative, and then the narrative will stop. Tell that bitch to stop living it, and then there will be a narrative around him.
So I'm going back to the audio.
Okay.
Because we'll never get to this.
We only 3 minutes into them. So I'm now on the part where she's confronting him about him alleging that Storm told her that Tasha K was toxic. And he's like, I never said that.
Yeah, he said he never said that. He said he don't fuck Tasha. He don't sleep in the same bed as Tasha. He don't get no money from Tasha. He don't give a fuck. And she said, you do get money from Tasha.
And she's also saying you did say that. Now you're switching it up, saying you didn't.
He said, I never got money from Tasha. I ain't get a dime from Tasha.
You got a roof over your head, nigga. You got a whole house off the strength of her.
Hold on. Rewind. And she said, first of all, Tasha K paid for this apartment. So the apartment, that Chelsea got for Vaughn, Tasha K paid for it. And
Tasha. But Tasha ain't never did nothing for him. That's how ungrateful he is.
And then she goes on to say, didn't I move here for you? Confirming what I've been saying this whole time, that she got the apartment for her who? Von. And then she put him out in less than 30
But I go
days.
to show you that Chelsea wasn't the one
knowing
in
that
need.
he was on probation. Why even? She knew what she signed up for.
But do you hear like what you just said? If she got the apartment really off the strength of giving him a chance at his own feet, that means that Chelsea was good. She didn't even need it. Von needed it, and Von accepted it.
I've been agreed to that, Conscious. I've been said that. I said he's seen an opportunity. She not seen an opportunity. He ain't see shit from behind them bars. She was writing
And
him.
look at how he's like
writing
disparaging her.
him and answering his collect calls. That's what she was doing. And then she was offering him opportunities.
And now he's in his audio acting like she ain't that bitch, she ain't that girl, but yet he got his ass out of jail and got his ass with a whole podcast with a whole
She's
nigga.
not that bitch and she's not that girl, because that bitch and that girl would not be trying to take care of no bum ass nigga, allegedly. If he's such a bum, if his credit's so bad, and she can't do this and that, why are you trying to take care of the nigga? Why was she trying to take care?
Okay, so I knew this shit was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to stretch this video out into a part 3. Okay. We gonna keep on going over this mess. And I may have heard the audio by the time I get to my next video. So pray I'm able to get this audio from somewhere, and I can give y'all more in depth of what is going on within this audio. But thank you for coming by. Thank you for stopping and watching. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for being a subscriber to the channel. I very much so appreciate you all. And I will see you all on the next video. Have a good night. See y'all later.